Becca, thank you so much for the resub. No fun tonight. Sounds just like my jam. Welcome back, Max. Max, I think the last time, I mean the first time we actually like properly connected was also during a stream just like this. Uh One where I just spoke about everything going on with me. I'm sure you remember my 100-day stream, Max, since you were there. But
Good
yeah,
morning,
and
motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ. But welcome to stream sub. Uh, right. This is not going to be a long stream. This is not going to be a long stream. I just wanted to get this out of the way before I get back to streaming regularly. But yeah, welcome to Stream Kit Kat. Hope you're doing good, and thanks for the plug. Uh, I've been off Twitch for a while, off streaming for a while because I've been feeling unwell. Obviously, not sure if you can pick it up from like my voice, but I honestly thought the sickness would have gone away by now. It's been a few days already. It's slowly improving, I guess, but I'm not sure when I'm actually going to be like entirely fine and a position to stream in the way I did. But you know what? That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the way I've been on streams, especially which you maybe see a doctor, you get COVID from your brother. I didn't get COVID. I'm fairly certain I didn't COVID. I would probably be like utterly bedridden by now, but I'm able to eat and move around and stuff. So it's honestly nothing. Plus, like COVID isn't real, obviously. Especially currently, the only thing that's actually flying around is what do you say, Omicron, and some weird flu that's in the city. I honestly don't know what it is, but that's about it. The actual COVID virus isn't something that I'll get anyway after like what do you say, multiple doses of the vaccine. Uh, because I'm already immunized, right? But yeah, I don't care about it. That's not really important because I could probably like come back to streaming tomorrow if I felt like it. Right. I have a bunch of things to rant about. A bunch of things I just wanted to get out of the way because the more I thought about it, I thought it would make far more sense to just have a stream talking about it. Instead of like doing it in the middle of like another stream where nobody enjoys it. And then I thought to myself, why do I have to thought to my I can't speak. Thought to myself, why do I have to adjust myself to someone else when they don't want to adjust to me regardless? I don't have to care about someone else. I don't have to be nice. That's not my plan here. That's not what I'm here to stream for. I'm here to stream to document myself, like I've mentioned earlier. Right? So all my reactions, whether they're bad or good, will all be live because I want to look at it maybe a few days, weeks, months, or years down the line. Right. Uh which is why you'll see me randomly talk about unfollowers quite a lot. And I've said this before. It's fine if you don't want to follow me. I couldn't care less. It's the ones who follow and unfollow instantly, which gets on my nerves. I'm like, dude, did you just want me to say your name? And then there's a bunch of people. I'm sure some of you have seen the people going around. It happens a lot of Indian streams, obviously. Trolls, toxicity, things that you'll be extremely used to, especially if you live in India, just because the culture here is utterly fucked and I have no respect for any of it anymore, which is why I just want to like leave, do literally anything else but stay in this place. But alright, that's enough about then. I'll rant about unfollowers and shit later because I'm pretty sure we'll get like quite a few from this stream. I mean, to be fair, again, like I mentioned, every time I go live, we lose a bunch of followers. What happened? I'm just talking. It's just a talking stream. I just speak, and that's about it. Also, Sam, if you're on Rise later, I'll join you. But that's not what we're going to do in the stream. I'm not playing anything in the stream. I'll probably get back to regular streams tomorrow. I just want to get this out of the way. Uh, so one, half my alerts, I wanted to turn them off for the stream, but we're not doing that. Just because if people like Becca show up again and like resub, that'll actually be kind of like dickish of me not to like turn on alerts. Also, welcome into the stream, and I hope you're doing good. I'll be on. Alright, that works. Also, Hanad, if you want to join us in Rise later as well, you're free to do so. But I'm not going to be playing on stream today. I will probably get back to regular streams tomorrow. But today, I'm just going to talk about like random shit. Want a bunch of rants. Probably end in a bit. I just wanted to get it out of the way. Still grinding early game. Alright, have fun, dude. Have fun. So yeah, let's start off with why I feel the way I do about Genshin because I've spoken about it in like a different stream as mostly during Genshin streams, but like it makes no sense to talk about it when I'm playing different games, Ryan. And when I'm playing Genshin, I know someone pointed this out the other day. No one actually wants to listen to whining, so I made a stream exclusively for it. So here goes. I started off Genshin because I'm a gacha player. I've played way too many gacha games growing up because I never was into like what are you saying FPS. I guess PvP games because PvP just felt extremely toxic. Just being part of India, the community itself was far worse than what you would expect it to be. Like you think a league community is bad? Hell nah, dude. Like talk to a bunch of people who speak Hindi in India. Hell no. That's the worst place you could possibly be in. So obviously, I grew up with games that I could like play on my own, or like MMOs, which had like a PVE centric thing going on. There's obviously bound to be like PvP in like random MMOs, and I mean, I guess it's fun for a few people, but I can't deal with communities like that, right? I like PVE. By saying I don't like PvP, I don't refer to what do you say fighting games, Sam. Fighting games are like entirely different. I have fun playing Smash and stuff. Like growing up, I played like the old Tekkens. I think four and like a few others that are on the PS2. I don't remember which ones are there. But yeah, for the most part, growing up, I played games like Pokemon, right? So I'm obviously more attached to the RPG genre more than like literally any other game. Like I could not give less of a shit about like sports, shooting. Uh I guess MOBAs are, to be fair, have always been kind of weird to me, which is why I keep talking about it like in a certain way. Suki, why are you not in your own stream? But welcome to stream, dude. This is going to be kind of a downer for you, so I would, what do you say? Recommend clicking off and coming back some other day when I'm not feeling this way, right? I'm literally just talking, but thanks for stopping by, I guess. Right. So I played a lot of gacha games growing up. You're at work. Interesting. Wait, are you not? I thought you're on your way home. Didn't your announcement say that you'll be home at 9? What time is it for you now? I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, gotcha games, right? I played a lot. I still have like so many of them on my phone. It's literally 8 here, so 7 in UK. Dude, Suki isn't in the UK. What are you talking about? I think Suki. I'm in probably like an hour for Suki as well, then, right? I don't know. The channel's shutting down? No. I'm just lurking, Dory. Alright, sure. Thanks for that, Sugi. What's the title about? Man, I'm going to speak about it. Can you not rush things? Right? I'll actually get annoyed, like, even further than I already am for this. It's 7 for me, too. Wait a second. Aren't you in Ireland, Suki? Isn't Ireland in the same time zone as Netherlands? Am I blind? Am I, like, stupid? I mean, yeah, but that's not what we talk about here. But yeah, anyway, yeah, have fun at work, Suki. Oh, next to the UK? Yeah, I'm just dumb then. Never mind. I thought it was near the fucking coast or something. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Touch grass. Fuck off. Uh, right. I grew up playing gotcha games. Even if I open up my phone right now, like my first, not even first. I mean, like half my fucking phone is filled with gotcha games, which I log into daily, do dailies, do weeklies, get all my missions out of the way, get as much human currency as possible, and do gotcha every time like a cool character comes out, which is what I do for most games. If I enjoy a game, I'll keep playing the game. If I don't, I'll eventually delete it. I probably won't even open it. Like if I don't even like gotcha itself, I'm just going to like stop playing it altogether, right? Uh, so yeah, Bang Dream, yeah, Bleach Brave Souls, which I've played like quite a lot. Played so many random ass Coomer games and shit. I played Honkai quite a lot when it came out as well. What else do we have here? We had quite a few. I think I deleted like quite a bunch of them. But let's just say that I've been free to play for the most amount of time since, what do you say? I'm fucking broke, obviously. It's not like I earn. It's not like I earned as a kid or as like a early college student as well. Right? Yo, what's up, Takeshi? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Right. So I played a lot of games. I played a lot of shit games. Eventually I got bored of them. I don't open like a lot of these anymore. But every once in a while, I just open them, especially the gacha games, because I know games like Honkai, Bleach Brave Souls, what do you say, even FGO, Fire Emblem Heroes, all these games that I've played have these systems in place where you can like take time off, come back, and you can enjoy gacha for a bit. If you lose interest, you can lose interest, like just uninstall the game immediately. I mean, which is what I did with Fire Emblem Heroes because I lost interest like immediately. My luck was so good in that game, though, which is like the reason I installed it. My luck was so good that I got like literally every character, like every like what do you say, high tier character that existed in the game. I kind of made like the entire game like very boring for me because I could like one shot everything. FGO best gotcha. My luck in FGO on the other hand is fucking garbage. So it's not like I played that much. It felt really slow, especially since FGO doesn't exist in India. It's not a game you can download from the Play Store. You actually need like a APK. It just doesn't exist at all. People leave. Wait, what are you saying? What are you? Why are people leaving for that? I said Fire Emblem is what I uninstalled. I still have FGO. I just can't play it because my luck in it is so bad. I don't get any character I want in it. But yeah, FGO is the reason I know like Cronies VA and stuff, right? So there's then. Also the artists and all that. There, it's all great. It's why I played FGO for the most part. No pity, true. Uh, but yeah, like I mentioned, I played Honkai quite a lot. I've been playing it like daily since it actually launched. So I've been through it like even before the open world stages were like a thing, before co-op was a thing. And then I got into it. What's happening? I'm just talking. I'm just talking weeb. We're talking for as long as I can and as long as I want. That's all we're doing. In all honesty, none of you actually have to be here. It's literally just me talking. But yeah, welcome in weeb. My favorite streamer, sure, dude. Uh, so Red, I've been through the entirety of Honkai's growth. So I've seen the way
AF
AF.
177,013 just joined the order. People arrive come PLS.
Thanks for the resub, TF. I mean AF. Really appreciate it. Much love, dude. Welcome in. But yeah, so I've been through the entire growth of Honkai, right? The characters that kept coming out, the animations that came along with them, the skills, the power creep, the content that came out alongside it. What do you say? Guilds, the open world itself, side stories, side quests, things you can do outside of the main game and side quests as well, things you can do in co-op. And then they announced Genshin, right? Like what? After like 3 years. So I knew about like Genshin like a year before like Genshin was even a thing, but I never joined beta testing for it. Uh, because I just wasn't in a place to do that. Because that year when we had like beta testing, I had like a lot of exams to go. like my sats and all that as well. So I just never took part in it. Again, most of you know this. Bunch of people from my apartment, bunch of people know me IRL, all know this. Uh, I am not like the largest gamer in the world. I play gacha games, which is obviously not like the largest for like what do you say community for gaming in the world. But there is a sizable amount of people who play like gacha games, right? And if you exclude Genshin from that list, the community becomes like much smaller because a lot of people play only Genshin, even if it's just for the gacha, which I'll come to later, right? So I knew about Genshin. I was hyped for it. I always love like roaming around in open worlds. I liked Pokemon for the same reason, the open worlds, even though it was like fucking pixelated. You can only go in like four directions until like the newer games came out on the 3DS, I guess. But like we're not going to talk about that. Although those are also pretty fun to play. I may play Pokemon again on stream someday. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, if I played anything else besides Genshin, I'd be broke as fuck. I mean, to be fair, you honestly wouldn't have to like spend money because similar to like how I played gacha games, it's not like I was like forced into spending money. So I just never did. If I ever played like a game like a lot and I really liked it, that's when I spent money on the game. For example, games like Bang Dream, Bleach Brave Souls. I spent money on FGO and then my card got blocked because FGO does not exist in India. So that happened. But yeah, I spent a good amount of money on like games growing up, like gacha games usually because it's so convenient to just have like a card saved to your phone, right? It's very different from like games that you have like on your PC, which is why I don't really have like a lot of Steam games. You look at my Steam, what do you say, profile, right? But I mean, I've been getting like a bunch of games. I've been buying games for I think over 1.5 years. Well, a card block for by same reason. Yeah, I can tell. Man, this country is so fucking stupid. I hate it so much. All its laws are fucking utter garbage, and so are the people behind making all the laws. But it's not like you can do anything about it. Like even if you're part of it, they're gonna be like, no, no, it's gonna be an issue here. Oh, that, no, shut the fuck up, dude. You fucking morons. You guys sell cigarettes in the middle of the road. What are you guys talking about? You sell it to minors. Guys literally have no say when it comes to like taxes and shit. But concerning that Genshin is making you broke, dude. Becca always goes broke for Genshin. What are you talking about? Becca literally always spends money on Genshin whenever, even if she doesn't have money. But yeah, I'll come to that point as well in a bit. Right. So when Genshin came out, I downloaded the game like as soon as I woke up because the game released like 2 hours before I woke up, and I woke up at like fucking 10 in the morning. So Queen, I'm sure most of you know Queen. Becca, well, true. I spend money. I don't go to that. Sure, let's go with that, Becca. Right. So I'm sure most of you know Queen, right? Queen's probably like my longest friend IRL. Because I have no contact with anyone from what are you saying IRL before Queen. I've lost touch with everyone, but that's mainly because they're all dumb fucks and I don't really care about them. But there's then Queen is another reason. What are you saying? I've been getting better, I guess. Otherwise, I'd have been in a much worse spot if not for Queen existing. So, I mean, if Queen is watching this mod, much love to you, dude. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! What the fuck? Did I miss the Yu-Gi-Oh! Streams? Interesting. Maybe I'll pick up Yu-Gi-Oh! As well someday. But we'll see, maybe. In the next few days. I'll hit HR 100 and Rise first, and then I'll just like start Yu-Gi-Oh! Streams as well. I do have to start Tekken streams as well, since Sam sent me Tekken 7. So thanks for that. To Sam, I'll have fun playing. Uh right. So Genshin, here we are. One of the first few people to download and play it. And I started on the EU server because I wanted to avoid fucking Indians. Like I mentioned before, the only reason I'm not on Asia is to avoid Indians. I honestly would have like I honestly wouldn't have minded starting an NA either, but the ping on my old laptop was really fucking bad. Like even on the EU server, I used to play at like 350 ping and shit. And if I played on US, it would have gone up to like 450, 550. maybe 600 if I was unlucky, I guess. If I was extra unlucky, I'd have to play on 999 MS like I did in college. It's fucking garbage. But I mean, who cares about that? Right. So I played Genshin on 350 MS for the most part. I made one account because I'm not a sweat. I don't have to make multiple accounts. I know some people like had like a lot of accounts for like getting the characters they want, getting the 5 star they wanted on their account at the very beginning and stuff. But I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Because I know real loading was a thing. Like I know people did it. I just didn't know how to make it myself because I was too lazy to make multiple accounts. Right. So I started off and I got like I got a 5 star on that account. I got fucking catching, right? Like, oh, I got a 5 star. She looks weird, so I'm not gonna use her. So I just never used her. And then I used Fischl instead because Fischl is, let's just say I was very edgy like over a year ago. Uh I like Fischl. Fischl was good. But yeah, I had fun playing Genshin in the very beginning. There was like a lot of stuff to explore. The world was massive. The design and everything about the world was also really good. It's something that I'd been waiting for in games for very long. Like it's like very very long, right? Uh I wanted like a place where I could just like roam around, have fun, not feel limited. And then what do you say? The story progressed as well. I finished almost everything in like the span of 1 week, right? All the chests, all the Oculus, all the what do you say? The Archon quest, the side quests. There wasn't like a lot of stuff in 1.0, but I had fun unga bungaing with the Razor at some point. So I just like sad as the Razor main. I was like, okay, well, I guess now all that's left is to gacha, right? Because there's nothing else at the point in the game. But I knew it was only like a month in. So like I did start off with like a bunch of people. I told them the game is gonna be good. But not a lot of them like kept playing. A lot of them also discontinued playing. But I kept playing daily. I've been playing daily since day one, right? Again, keep this in mind. And I still am. I'm just not streaming it. I'll come to that point as well later. Uh where was I? What was I talking about? Right. So I finished everything in the game in about a week, which is far longer than a lot of other people I know. Because I think people like Queen finished the entire game in like 2 days. Like he actually just speed ran that entire bullshit for the AR-20, finished everything. But I took my thing, my what do you say, my time slowly. I slowly built myself up, and yeah, I'll say I have like a decent account, but it's not like the best account, right? It's not something I'm trying to go for. I'm not going to min max. Another thing I'll talk about in a bit. Right. So once I was done with everything, all I had left to do was either help others or try to get like artifacts, right? But then you see all over YouTube is just like, oh, don't farm artifacts until here, until here. I'm like, dude, let me just get the artifacts I need for like a bit. I can change it all later then. So I spent most of my time just like gathering materials and stuff that I'll need for later. Which is why I had like a overabundance of like a lot of things. That's when I made like a lot of food. I had like a lot of stuff to do in like 1.0, even though there wasn't anything to do in the game. Because I had fun doing it. And I had fun because aside from Genshin, the only other game I played at the time was Fantasy Star Online 2. And uh I had college going on at the same time. Wasn't burnt out at the time when Genshin launched. But like towards the end of the year, I felt like a massive burnout from like literally everything because my college is fucking stupid. I hate it so much. And one day I hope to like actually tarnish its reputation. But that's once again a future video, maybe half a year down the line after I graduate. You're gonna hear a very salty stream from me. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. Because I do obviously want people to like look at this introspect as to how an institution considered an Ivy League institution is as bad as it is, and extremely detrimental to like literally everyone's like mental health on a general basis, right? Again, we're not going to go into then. We are not going to go into then. That being said, Genshin, right? Eventually, I saw leaks, right? Obviously, who didn't see leaks? Leaks start popping up about like a month into Genshin's like what are you saying? Release. Leaks have always been there, but they actually just got famous on YouTube after like a certain point, and then a lot of like channels actually started like posting it. Sure, a lot of you remember clowns like Majestic Gaming, people who just kept talking about leaks all the time, which is why I ended up what do you say watching people like Tectone, Envy, and Code like far more because what are you saying? Uh Leaks in a sense are kind of dumb because it ruins the element of surprise, right? Like sure, an official leak is not really a leak because it's an announcement then, right? But a leak by someone who fucking recorded on like their dad's handycam and uploaded to YouTube is fucking stupid, right? Regardless, I saw leaks for Zhongli, and when I saw his animations, I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I lost. It's not even November yet, and I need this character. So I kept playing the game in hopes to get this character. Keep in mind that even as much as I did rolls, I did not get Venti in the first banner. I was like, do I really want Klee? I want to D-look more. At this point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to save for Zhongli. And I just kept saving. And right before 1.1 came out, I'm like, oh man, I actually kind of want to roll now. So I started rolling like a little on Klee's banner and I got a D-look. I was like, hell yeah. Now I'm just going to like hard save until Zhongli. I saved until Zhongli. The rest of the story went well. All the events that came in the middle were fun. The it felt like they actually put effort into the game because they're like, yo, I didn't expect so many people to play this game. It's so good. I'm like, yo, this comedy isn't too bad either. Like, it's actually much bigger than I expected it to be. But it's good so far. It's good so far. Obviously, there are a bunch of fucking morons, but like, literally, any place that has too many people is going to feel suffocating, and you're obviously bound to have like more than like half of them being idiots, right? Same can be said for the Genshin community as well. In the past, it's not something that you would have even cared about because there'll always be people who get mad about things, but nothing. What am I missing here? Since I came late, don't worry, just go with the flow. I'm just talking about Genshin and yeah, just Genshin, right? Where was I? All right, the community. The community in the beginning was obviously like very confused. There were a few people who played Gacha before. Those people knew how to play the game. They kept playing the game like they would have regardless. Uh, there are people who are like completely new to this. They came in, they enjoyed the world, they enjoyed the characters, they enjoyed the story, and they just play the game. Some people wanted to like be good at the game, so guides were like a thing in the past, obviously. But you don't need guides anymore because, to be fair, the formula for everything in the game is the same at this point, right? It's not like they want to bring a change, although they could. I don't see them doing it anytime soon. But the reason why I keep talking about like changes they can make in the game is because eventually, if enough people talk about it, they can consider it. It happened with Monster Hunters like crossplay. I assume a company like MiHoYo or maybe Cognosphere a few months down the line will listen. They'll be like, all right, this makes sense. Maybe we can do this as well. It's not too hard. We can do it with our level of coding because they already have what are you saying? They already have what do you say? All these libraries saved in the organization, right? Like if you think about it from like a programming what do you say perspective, obviously you'll have to tweak them. You can't copy paste them because that'll be fucking stupid. But look at games like Honkai, right? You have so many, like, what do you say, animation sets, like, is that a word for it? No, I don't know what's the word for it. But you have so many, like, designs. You have so many animations that you already have used in the past. You can use them here too. It's not going to fuck up the entire game. In all honesty, I think collabs are great. Like, look at how many people jumped into Honkai when Genshin had a collab with it. And the Honkai event played out literally better than, like, most of the ones that came out in Genshin during that time. So yeah, 1.1 went by. I got Zhongli, obviously. I was happy because I got constellations as well. And didn't lose any 50/50s at all, right? Except for like my first 50 which I lost to D-Look, which I won't count as a loss because I got a D-Look which I wanted in the past. I won all the Zhongli ones, which was pretty cool, right? And 1.2 came out. 1.2 had the Albedo event, right? When Dragon Spine unlocked. I'm like, yo, new area. That's pretty cool. I wonder how often they'll release new areas, right? And then there were like more leaks talking about Chasm and stuff. I was like, yeah, hell no. Chasm is not happening. Isn't that like a different region? Isn't that like a new, don't you need a new element for that? And stuff like that. Now here's another thing outside of like how slowly the Genshin story progressed since then. 1.3 came with Lantern Ride. And Lantern Ride was fucking, oh, let's just say the rewards are good. Everything else was not. Right? TF, why are you raiding the saddest stream in the world? TF, why are we raiding the saddest stream in the world at the moment? SMH. SMH. TF, thank you so much for the raid. I have no idea why you raided me, but thank you so much for stopping in. Welcome and raiders. I'm literally just talking about Genshin. This is a sad stream. So you guys will just have to deal with it. Could you moan for me? Oh, this is not the stream for it. This is not the stream for it. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna disappoint all of you, but I'm gonna continue speaking. Also, oh, you heard me moan. What are you talking about? But yeah, anyway, where was I? 1.3's Lantern Ride was, let's just say, the animations were really good, but like, dude, all the quests they had us do was really fucking like drab. Like they just made us, what do you say? We basically got like an extra set of dailies and like random like challenges and mini games, right? For the most part, I got really bored sitting through it. But I was like, you know what? There's more stuff coming out in the future. I want to sit and play it. I know Inazuma's coming out soon. I want to sit through that as well because it's always fun exploring, right? He only does that to tier 3 subs. No, I that's cock cam. That's a very different thing, Becca. Leonard was fun, but shit cause it added more drought. True, true. I'm not going to say it was extremely fun either. I did like Theater Mechanicus when it first came because like, yo, tower defense. I had fun doing this, right? But what do you say? The For the most part, outside the main story of Lion Ride, I was like, you know what? Why are we doing this? Maybe just extra content for the game. If I was streaming, it would have been like an entirely different thing. It's not like I was streaming back in the past as well. Hope we're doing well, Corey. Well, TF, we are talking about then. We are talking about then. But yeah, I guess I'm slowly getting better. Like at least I'm not like as sick as I was like a few days ago. So there's that. Where was I? All right, line right. So that happened. Your health okay now? I'm still slightly sick, but I'm not like in a position like I was a few days ago again, right? So yeah, 1.4. What the fuck happened in 1.4? I don't remember. I think in 1.5, I think the only thing to look forward to was, wait, was there anything in 1.5? Was 1.5 the rerun patch? I don't remember. Then I think 1.6 was the one with the Golden Apple Archipelago, right? That was actually like a lot of fun. That's also when I started streaming. 1.4 was the Klee Island Adventure. No, I think that was 1.6, right? 1.4 was immediately after. No, no, 1.4. No, no, 1.3 had Hu Tao. Yeah, we had Zhao catching and Hu Tao in 1.3, right? And 1.4 was. I have no idea what was on 1. I think 1.4 was Rian's, and then 1.5 had something else. I don't remember. I remember. But I do know. Oh no, 1.5 was the Golden Apple Archipelago. And 1.6 was when Kazuha and Eula came on. Klee and Kazuha. Wait, weren't Eula and Kazuha together? I don't know. But I got Eula and Kazuha was basically how I remember it to be. So 1.5 was Eula then. And then, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't remember. I don't care. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I just remember Golden Apple Archipelago came at some point. No, it came before. I don't remember it. I don't remember. I just know it happened in some order like then. Yeah, yeah. So I think Eula Kazuha came, and then after Kazuha, Inazuma came in. And I do know Kazuha came after the Golden Apple Archipelago. Too much detail to remember? True. But yeah, here's the thing, right? I was kind of bored between 1.4 to 1.6, as you can tell from the way I'm speaking about it. I was still playing daily. Events were still being pumped out. It's like they had stuff to put in the game, but not all of it was good. So some of it we sat through. You can't have everything perfect, right? I didn't mind it. I played the game as I usually would have, right? Inazuma came out, and I'm sure like none of you knew me back then. Uh, but I had like really long streams for Genshin back when Inazuma first launched. No, I think a bunch of you did know me because I actually started speaking to like what do you say, Suki's community and all that. Like you guys didn't watch me, but I did stream quite a lot back then. So I had like a very long stream. We did. Are you sure? 2.0? I'm not sure. I think I started speaking to Weeb as well. But I'm not sure how many of you guys were actually there during my double streaming days and shit. In Azuma, yes. I don't remember. I had like a fairly empty chat at the time. I remember the long streams. Yeah, I used to do like double streams a day and shit. Is Yola, I'm not pulling out. Huh? Never mind. But yeah. So Inazuma came out. And I did what I usually do whenever a new region comes out. I unlock all the teleport points that I can and isn't locked behind like fucking barriers. And what are you saying? I leave all the challenges for like another day so I can come back and do all the challenges together. That's what in Ankonomia as well, since I mean most of you are there watching me like in Ankonomia as opposed to like the beginning of Inazuma, right? Inazuma came out, I had like a lot of fun. Inazuma 2.0, I had fun like playing, but the way I structured my streams was that I went in with the mindset as in, all right, I'll play Genshin this day, Monster Hunter this day, some other game this day. We'll have just chatting streams. We'll have YouTube nights. We'll have these things. So something different every single day. That's fucking terrible for growth, right? And in the past, when I tried getting up to like what fucking 69 followers and shit like funny numbers that I actually wanted to like get to, I was like, oh man, I actually kind of want people to watch me. Otherwise, it's gonna be boring for me as well, right? Got very tedious, didn't it? Just doing Genshin dailies mindlessly. Yeah, that's what I felt between 1.4 to 1.6. And came back like halfway through 2.0 when I finished all the world quests as well. Another reason it was like an issue for me was because, what do you say? I wanted to do long streams, but I just wasn't able to do that in Genshin because there wasn't that much to do. And I didn't want to like make the stream boring and just run around mindlessly picking up stuff. Because if a chat is already empty and if you're doing shit like that, no one is going to watch. And then even more people drop out. And even when I talk like this, if I'm talking like this in the middle of like games and stuff, people keep dropping out. It's not like people want to like listen to. someone ramble about why they're feeling a certain way. I mean, especially all of you who are looking at the viewer count right now. Uh, but yeah. Uh, I'll get you before the archipelago earlier for 3 months to come back to the game and it's okay. It doesn't feel the same. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff now. In all honesty, if you left for like 3 months, you should have come back to a lot of stuff. The reason there's nothing in it is because all of it was events, right? Almost everything that was added was events. We just got like a lot of new regions. That's all that's there in Genshin at the moment. But here's why I actually started getting mad at Genshin. Uh post Raiden post Raiden and Kokomi was when everything started going downhill for me personally. Because even with Raiden, everything felt like nothing changed. It just felt like they knew what players will do regardless. They knew people who enjoy the game will spend money regardless. They know people who claim to be free to play all the time will never spend money. So they don't appeal to the people who will always be free to play because they don't care. They know that those are not going to be like long standing players, right? I feel what you're talking about. Yeah. So I've mentioned before, I have fun with a few characters. I think a few characters are fun, but I don't play with them. And the reason I play Genshin the way I do with my 4 Geo party or like literally any random comps without like Pyro and Hydro is because I'm like, yo, Yardu, use a wave comp here. Oh, you have freeze comp here. Oh, yeah, your meta says this. Hey, shut the fuck up with your meta, dumbass. Man, do you think I've been playing for numbers? I've been playing for fun. I've been playing because this game used to be relaxing. Now all I see everywhere is people talking about numbers, people talking about fucking combos, people just talking about leaks more often than never, which I mean, let's be honest, most of us have seen leaks, right? Uh but leaks aren't like an issue at this point. I don't look at leaks anymore like I did in the past because I want to, what do you say, actually feel surprised when something comes out. So I watched the Ito trailer. I was like, yeah, the trailer is pretty shit. But I want this character anyway, so I'm going to roll for them. Which is probably like everyone's mindset as well, because I think everyone thinks Ito's trailer was garbage, but his story was actually so much fun. I actually love that story quite a lot. Right? It felt it felt like the first good story in like a very long time, especially like for a character. Right? It's like they like dove in deep just to get this character to be as good as he is. I'm not sure why they did that because he doesn't feel that relevant to like the main story, but his story was amazing. Hey, Chandler, get various skills now. Yeah, I know Tonito. I don't give a fuck because Tonito is a scammer and that's not his account. He's literally just like what do you say? He's a clips channel. It's a clips channel. I don't care about shit lion because uh since it's not all on one account and is practically unviable, like literally anywhere outside of like that scenario, uh those what do you say? Those clips are useless. Like they absolutely mean nothing. Just because you see like a Hootao do 1 million doesn't mean your Hootao will also do like a million, right? For example, man, I watch Cal. Like a lot of you guys obviously know Cal. I love Cal. But his Hootao today, when I saw him use his Hootao today, fighting the new boss in Lantern Ride, I have no idea why his Hootao is worse than my Ito, and it's the funniest thing ever. Know who that is? His name is Transcendence. You can go check him out. Yeah, go drop him a follow. Uh, yeah. So I sit in Cal streams most afternoons because that's when I wake up, and while I'm having lunch, I just sit through his streams. I just like leave it open, like I do with like most streams anyway. I will like go to streamers. Obviously, a lot of people have go to streamers. Who I mean, they either just are active in the chat or they just like leave the stream open and they lurk, or they just like leave it open and like the muted. because they think it helps. But everyone has their own reasons for doing different things, right? So Cal's one of those people for me. The dude's been mad supportive since like the very beginning, so I've respected him for the longest time, right? And he's been streaming Genshin for like over a year. Daily, he streams for at least like what 3 to 6 hours minimum, 5 hours randomly. I know he had like a very long stream the other day, and he came and like raided me, and I honestly didn't know how to react. So I had like the dumbest look on my face, but that's just me being me, right? Regardless, I was like, wait, so how does one do this, right? Because I honestly didn't wasn't able to like stream Genshin every day. Like even in the beginning, like even pre-affiliate, I couldn't stream Genshin daily because I was just what do you say, stream twice a day. I got like very bored playing just Genshin because once you're done with it once in a day, you can't come back to it, right? Because once you're done with the dailies and your resin, you will have like very little stuff to do like later on in the day if you want to play again, unless spending money, which is not what I did, right? For the most part, just Welcome and Battle Pass. I started off with Welcome and Battle Pass because I knew this is a game I'll be playing long term. But yeah, it feels like a chore. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to, right? So it obviously did feel that way, like even much before 2.1, but post 2.1, even the events, literally everything in the game, all the new characters, the stories they're putting out. I'm gonna give Ito an exception, by the way. Uh, Literally everything has felt extremely drab to me. Uh, there are obviously things to consider when going into playing games, where people say you can't expect the game to make you have fun if you go in and just like sit there and expect to have fun and you don't actually feel anything from it, right? Uh, so ideally, people who actually are getting into the game right now, if they come in with the mindset of, oh, this game is going to be fun, I can play this, can continue playing the game. They'll have fun playing the game. They'll get into the game easily, and they'll be able to connect with the community. They'll be talking with people. But if you come into the game thinking it's a shit game, you're obviously going to back out like in seconds. You're going to, yo, it's an anime game, it's for pussies. Well, you're just going to go, I don't know, suck dicks or something. I don't know what straight people do. Uh, but yeah, basically, I started Genshin with an open mindset, but eventually, uh, Genshin just stopped giving a fuck, as far as I know. That happened to me with PSO2. Yeah, yeah. NGS specifically. I know a lot of people dropped out of PSO2, but I still have the communities from there. I still interact with them whenever they're doing anything on their Discord. I interact with them because, like I mentioned before, the PSO2 community is insane. I love the PSO2 community because they're all tight knit. It's whenever like it grows too big is when the issues start pouring in. But the community isn't that big now. It's fairly small, and most of the people who play the games know most of the people on the servers they play in respectively. Which is why I think it's much better. It's not what we came for. Yeah. Now here's the thing, right? I spoke about this in another stream, but I don't think anyone was listening because no one wants to listen to this part of it because it's fucking boring, not related to the game at all. Right? Yeah, but I couldn't play base PS2 without getting through a bit. That's true. That's true. But I mean, what can you do then? What can you do? I mean, Japan's rules when it comes to games and anime are like really weird. They just do whatever they feel like if they think it's right. You just need backlash from like the Japanese community to fix it. But yeah. So in a nutshell, started off Genshin because I like the open world. I like the characters. I like the story. Another reason I'm still sticking with Genshin is because of all the lore behind it, right? So, for all you people who actually don't know about the manga or even the massive lore and theory crafting going on behind it, not even theory crafting, like the entire story of Genshin already exists. including backstories for all the characters coming out and everything. The manga is in the game, by the way. But I guess that could go without like saying. The lore exists for the most part. If not the entire story itself, the lore for Tevat already exists, and a lot of the characters. So I wanted to get some of that lore. Like Ian or was drip fed, I wanted it to be at like a decent pace, like they showed us back in 1.1 and 1.2 when they showed us Scaramouche, when they showed us what the fuck was that dragon on dragon spine? Durin? The named out of a fruit or something. Um, stuff like that, right? Not every single thing had to be there in every single patch, but I did want to see like a lower seep in. But it seemed like they wanted to do that like very, very sparsely. So I know quite a lot of people also like dropped out because they knew the game was going so slowly. They might as well come back to it in 3 years when the game still isn't even halfway done. Happens to a lot of big games, become idiot. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened with Black Desert Online as well, right? That's Durian. Yeah, I don't know what the name of the dragon or dragon spine is. I forgot. Um, but yeah, obviously, I don't want to keep playing a game where I feel this way, right? So I keep talking about things that would make the game better. But because of the way I sound in general, it just sounds very negative, right? I mean, now I'm trying to sound negative on like purpose, but that's like a different issue. Yo, what's up, Ghostly? Welcome in. Durin is a dragon on. Yeah, that's what I said. Durin, close to like a fruit, basically. What the fuck? I forgot what I was saying. Uh, but yeah, basically all the stuff I talk about in general, thanks to my voice, comes out sounding extra negative and aggressive as well to like some people. But it's just the way I talk. I can't really change it because if I had to, I'd have to like actually completely like switch my personality again, which is not something I want to get used to again. Right? PNG tuber arc. Now Ghostly, I'm just doing it for the stream. I'm just doing it for the stream. I mean, I will improve on this like PNG tuber model. I can use it randomly whenever I feel like. But yeah, no, it's just for the stream because I don't want to like turn on my cam. I actually look like a really fucking drained right now because feeling unwell and all that shit. But yeah. Yeah, it's why whenever I play the game, I'm like, alright, but what if they did this instead? What if they had these instead? What if the characters could do this instead? What if the characters weren't like this? What if the enemies weren't like this? What if they had a better mechanics? What if the abyss wasn't as fucking boring as a fucking brick and actually had you like think about what you're gonna do, right? So there we go, right? The game's honestly at a standstill at this point. And here's another reason why it is the way it is right now. Most companies, game companies, even more so, will try to sell to what the largest part of their community wants. I can say this for certainty with games like Fantasy Star Online, which is where I have experience with, right? Because I know how the teams have shifted in Fantasy Star. I know how the game's main goal has also shifted over time. Because I've been with base PS2 since like Global came out, and still am playing NGS. I mean, I didn't play today, but I'm gonna just like take a break from Fantasy Star because there's nothing going on until the next big patch, which I'm may stream. I don't know. We'll see. I mostly may not stream Fantasy Star again on this channel because actually, you know what? I may stream because I know Misha and Max play the game, so there's that. Right. Where was I? Right. Uh, so games like Fantasy Star initially started off with the goal of like having players, what do you say, grind up their levels, do quests, get better equipment through those quests, do harder quests, get better equipment from harder quests. Let's keep going on to like the hard has difficulty and be as good a player as you can. Either do that or do what you can in every single MMO, which is sit around in the lobby and interact with people. because PSO2 has insane character creation, which I fucking loved, and I wish it was there in Genshin. Like even for the traveler, to have like what do you say, at least different eye color, different hair color, I guess. Some shit like Pokemon Legends Arceus, which would also be like good. Like it's simple. I know that you can code it into the game. If you gave us the choice between male and female, you can definitely give us a choice between hair color and eye color, right? But I mean, I guess it's all pre-programmed to an extent, right? No choice, yeah. So we're stuck with this. I guess the reason for that is that they wanted to be like as canonical as possible, which I don't blame them for. It's not a shortcoming. It's not a shortcoming, right? It's just like a difference between PS2 and Genshin is what I wanted to point out. So I got into PS2 before Genshin, right? I've been playing PS2 like longer than Genshin, which is why I want when I started streaming, I wanted like NGS to be my main game, and not Genshin itself. And from PS2, I also want to play like different games, also RPG related. So I just wanted to like start a variety from the very beginning, and not be stuck on purely Genshin. That being said, there is quite a large community in Genshin itself, right? So they'll watch you if they like you, or if they know you from somewhere else, they'll just watch you out of like either like love or respect, right? Then there's a bunch of people who will comment just to troll, and I couldn't give lesser of a shit about those people. But it is what things that made me back from Genshin were too much repetitive grinding, which felt like a chore, toxic ass community filled with minors who don't have common sense or also act like children. Then there's the content drought from the game, like no story. Yeah, I mentioned community earlier, right? When the game started off, the community was very different from what the community became post Hutao. That's what post 1.3. That wasn't even like half a year, was it? No, I think it was. No, it was like just less than half a year. I think the community just fucking devolved. I don't know how it happened, but it got really fucking bad. Until then, at least I used to like pick up like, oh, it's stuff like this. Oh, people are pissed off that the story isn't going where they wanted to. What the fuck? Oh, my mom's going to belt me. I left my bottle in the fridge. Uh, right. The community changed quite a lot, and I didn't like it because for the most part, I don't mind if people want to enjoy the same things. I won't gatekeep. I have an issue when people want the game to go in an entirely different direction and it fucks up the player base. Why trigger warning? You will see in a bit. I just wanted to put it there for safety. It's just there for like safety reasons. So people have a tendency of getting triggered. I'll put the tag there. Right. Moving on. Yeah. The community just devolved into something of the sort as worded. Like I mentioned again with Fantasy Star, right? Most of the community was there. They're either trying to get better gear, trying to progress through the game, or they're just like chilling with friends and like what do you say, getting cosmetics and stuff, which is fun as well. Because like, what's wrong with progressing with cosmetics? Like, I'm not a whale in Genshin, right? But in all honesty, if I spent as much money on Genshin as I did on like Fantasy Star, I would be considered a whale. I spent a lot of money because I had a lot of fun. That community was great. I don't think anything about the community has changed at all whatsoever. I still think all of them are wonderful people, and I love that I met all of them. Right? And they know it as well. Every single time I pop up in their server, someone just shouts out Reese, and it's pretty cool. That I have friends like that. I have made friends like that, right? It's what made me pick up like Twitch as well, like streaming. I mean, I'm like, all right, I have more friends to, more people to talk to. Like, if not just friends, right? The problem which made this game bad was I got popular as fuck. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Again, let me put it out there. There's nothing wrong with growing large. It's just the community. When you can't control a community that large, everything feels worse. There are a lot of people who do say that, oh, don't think about the community. Just play by yourself. Dude, the game is literally made of the fucking community. The fucking garbage community that exists. is the same reason I don't play Black Desert Online, right? The same reason I don't play a lot of games is because their communities are garbage. As much as I wanted to play Valorant, as someone who doesn't like FPS games, Valorant I actually wanted to play. The moment I interacted with the people in Indian lobbies, I just wanted to like fucking butcher some people because fucking Indians are terrible people, or at least Indians in FPS communities, I guess. Uh, but yeah, I can't. I won't say that for everyone. Obviously, not generalizing. Actually, you know what? I will generalize Mumbai kids. Right. So there we go. Weird. After two games, exactly for that reason. Yeah, I played Valor for like a bit because a few friends of mine, Suminyagi and all these guys, got me into it. Or not got in. I got into it myself. I got those people into it because they were only playing like CS:GO and shit up till then. West Bengal kids too. I don't think I played with any Bengalis, but I mean, to be fair, I do know quite a few chill Bengalis, but I've never interacted with like fucking garbage ones, so I can't really comment on them. I've interacted with a lot of like garbage Mumbaikers, Bangaloreans as well. To be fair, people from Mumbai is so bad. True, so are Hyderabadis for the most part, right? I think then we say the next chillest community is like the Punjabi community because they just don't give a fuck, right? That's just like the kind of chill you expect. They're not toxic at all and stuff. It's tough, lad, but it's why I haven't really gotten an FPS. I can't deal with it. Like it's already as bad as it is inside my own head. I don't need someone else telling me how bad it is from the outside as well, or like how they could make it possibly worse by being fucking garbage humans, right? Because my head is already a mess. I obviously have a video being lol nice. Now it's just for today, because I don't want to turn on my cam. I'm doing just talking, right? But welcome in KJ. So wait, where was I? All right, Fantasy Stars community, right? So they knew that their community actually had like major portions in it. It wasn't one thing that made the community stand out, but from that, Sega knew what their community wanted because most of players did either one or the other thing, and a few did both. But there's never anyone who did anything down the middle only, right? So, what are you saying? We got a lot of what do you say cosmetics as well as really good content, which is why Base Fan Star was like so good. For whatever reason, we got a different team for NGS, so NGS kind of fucked up there. Like I don't know who like put the dumbass in charge of like episode 5 in charge of NGS, but yeah, that happened, which is why NGS was really messed up. And since the launch failed for the most part, a lot of people didn't actually get into the game. Yo, what's up, Hoey? Welcome in. Wait, can you get a plug for Hoey as well? But yeah, Hoey, I'm just talking about like literally everything. And in all honesty, this stream is kind of a downer. So if you don't want to listen to it, you can click off, right? But yeah, hope you've been doing good, Hoey. Welcome in. Oh yeah, how's your Apex thing going, by the way? I did see a post on your Discord. I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. I also saw Neko speak with Ollie. That was also pretty cool. But yeah, where was that? Right. So Base Fan Star knew where its audience lied, knew where its community lied, right? So we had good content for like a bit. We had a lot of cosmetics as well, and they're still being sold on the player market. Although the prices are fucking outrageous right now because who's playing who's playing Base Fan Star with billions of Mesero? It's kind of weird, but yeah. In comparison, look at even like the Final Fantasy, like what do you say, community, right? Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to talk about here. It's a massive community, and it's a really good community as well. How is it not as toxic as Genshin? I don't know. I honestly don't know how. I have no idea how the largest MMO in the world does not have a community more toxic than Genshin's. I guess if you're looking at PvP specifically, there is an issue. But like PvE itself, people who like raid bosses, raid content, and all that have fun playing those like that kind of game, right? Uh, again. Final Fantasy pumped out like a lot of content, and it was like really fun. As far as I know, the story was really good. So there's that. Not even close, very yeah, I know. Final Fantasy 14 community is amazing. Still treats me a 10-year-old, but still, yeah, dude, Final Fantasy fans are insane, right? Like insane in the sense that they're really good. Like I love so many of them, which is why I wanted to get into what do you say Final Fantasy 14. And now the game isn't even being sold, so I can't even play the trial version of it, which is kind of sad. Now that I may potentially earn money from like working right now, so I thought I could play it, but it's fine. It is what it is. But like a 10-year-old, oh, I don't know, all the adults there, I guess. As to your thoughts, I can relate. Yeah, I just want to do these like every once in a while, like I have mentioned before. I just haven't gotten time, like in a bit, because like I don't know how many people actually want to listen to this. But I was like, yeah, enough is enough. I just want to vent. I just want to get it out. It's out now, man. I don't know when I'll get Final Fantasy 14 now though, because I know Lost Ark is also going to drop. Lost Ark as well. I will predict this right now. The community is going to go to shit in the very first hour. It's going to go downhill really, really fast over the course of a week, and then everyone leaves, and then we're left with like the stable community that we have. Says Farmba, yeah, I'm aware. I'm well aware. It's our let's get the trial. I'm sorry, I need sleep. Alright, take care, take care, KJ. Thank you so much for stopping by. Farm, yeah, it's just all farming, which in all honesty, I don't mind. It's why I still play Fantasy Star. Like, it's a grind, but you get stuff, and you can just keep grinding. You're not capped on your grinding, right? So even something like Genshin, I wouldn't mind if we had to just keep fighting enemies, keep fighting bosses, but there's a stamina cap on it, which makes you play the game less and less, but at the same time wants you to keep logging back into the game, which that feels like a chore. That there is what makes it feel like a chore. Not the fact that you can't grind endlessly, but you're capped on your grinding, specifically on time. There's a cap, some sort of right now. I don't think it's like limited to as less as it is on like what do you say, Genshin, right? I'm sure it's like much larger. Like events will keep popping up and you can do stuff in there and stuff. PSO was a fun grind to get a reward for. Yeah, exactly, right. Like even in Fantasy Star, to be fair, it's not like you can like endlessly grind. You do need some things in advance to actually like grind as much as you can. Because most of grinding happens during like the what do you say urgent quests, right? The events and shit that happen from time to time. But they did what are you saying? Launch like the concept of like triggers. So you can do the quests on your own. You don't have to wait for the specific times. You can do it on your own. I think that was the most stupid thing to ever happen. True. When I saw it in Honkai, I was like, alright, I know some games have like a stamina limit, but the stamina limit in Honkai isn't that bad. Plus, there's so many countermeasures to the stamina limit thing in Honkai because I mean, fragile resistance exists obviously in Genshin as well, and there's something similar to that in Honkai too, but it gives like far more in worth than what it gives in Genshin. Plus, like the stamina cap keeps increasing in Honkai as well. Uh, Plus there is also like a weird storage thing in Honkai where you can like get what he's saying, like overcapped stamina that you can use in your quest as well. So, yeah. So I think I was like 17, nice. But yeah, it's much bigger than Genshin. Wait, are we talking about Lost Ark? Yeah, I guess so. I'm sure. I don't think it'll grow bigger than Genshin to be fair, in terms of Twitch community. I'm sure there will be like a lot more people watching Genshin unless someone like Asmongold or someone plays it, because Lost Ark is going to be played by like a lot of people when it actually comes out. And not next week, right? I think it's like in a week and a half is when it releases globally. And like I think Feb 8th is when it like launches for everyone who like pre-ordered, I guess. Right? Yeah, Genshin is just like that, right? So like if you miss a day of Genshin, you're basically missing like half a pull. Especially if you spend on like Velkins and stuff, you might as well log in every day. And my Welkin only runs out after like a month, so I'd keep playing every day anyway. I mentioned before, if I don't get Yai, I'm going to quit the game, right? Uh, so I haven't replenished my, what do you say, my Welkin. I still have like a month left. I'm sure Yai will come by then. As soon as she drops, I'm going to like do my rolls. If I don't get Yai, I'll leave it. I'm not going to play the game for about like a year or something, right? Uh, what was I? What else was I talking about? Right. Uh, I don't owe this game anything anymore. Like it when I got into it, the player base is also like really different. I don't love the open world. I don't love the characters. I don't like fucking around. It's not like I'm begging for content either. I just want it to be like different from what it is. I'm not saying, oh, start dailies to do like something else. Or like, oh, just like give this shit for free. No, that's not what I've ever said. All I've said was have different mechanics for like a lot of things to make it not seem like I'm playing fucking chess with my brother, because that's fucking boring. Like I know everything that's gonna happen. Make it not like that, right? I like seeing unexpected things, but Genshin stopped doing that. Another reason for that is the current community that started like again post two tower, right? When the community is still growing, it's not even like growing smaller. There are very there are people leaving, but those people are like so small in number to like the people actually coming in. Oh, here Genshin the community is so bad. Like every day you have a new drama. It's all he said. She yeah, true. That's content, dude. That's literally content. That's literally all that's going on right now. That's how things become famous, right? Things blow up if you have drama around them. Like, how in the fuck do you think people like James Charles are famous now? Dude's literally a pedophile, and people are watching him. You know how much money he's getting from people watching a pedophile? Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand like how drama actually boosts it. I don't understand the people who watch from drama and then gets more popular, but in some places it's deserved. In some places, why? How? That's not worth that why is all I have to say about it. Ryan. Uh so here's the thing, Ryan. I highly doubt Genshin's going to change up anything at all. Uh like even moving forward for I think until next year. Maybe when Dendro comes, maybe there'll be like some new shit. So maybe I'll like sit on the game again when Dendro comes out. Uh, but if I don't get EI, I'm just like not gonna play until Dendro, I guess. Like Sumir, I'm not sure. The only thing going like that's keeping me like playing Genshin daily is like what do you say, EI, right? Similar to like back in 1.0 when I waited for Zhongli. Because everyone has their own goal in the game. Some people like achievement hunting. Some people like clearing endgame. Some people like min maxing, which I don't know how people like min maxing because man, min maxing is actually such a chore. And if you're not willing to spend the money, it's not worth it at all. That's a lot of time and effort for RNG, which is busted. It's exhausting. Yeah, it works out well for some people. Some people are used to it and they know how the grind feels, can deal with it. It's the same with how we grow up, Ryan. Like, so all the kids who are used to doing homework in school grow up, since they're used to like already putting in the effort, they can put in effort even in places like college and unis. But then yeah, people like me who have had everything like easy for the most part. Like school was never like a fucking pain in the ass. If I had homework, I just do it in class itself. So I just wouldn't have to take it back home. For the most part, I never actually had to put in any extra effort for anything, and it bit me back in the ass when I came back to college. But yeah, it feels the same way even in games. If I get something, I get something. If I don't get something, well, fucking, I'll try a bunch more times to see if I can get better. But fucking, for the most part, it's why you see stuff in like it's like another reason I think I got into gacha as well, because I occasionally have like really good luck, and that's what keeps me into these games. And then I occasionally have like no luck at all, which I don't care about unless I really wanted like that specific thing. For example, I mean, if you guys were there for my Kazuha pulls, when I got Mono, I was like, oh fuck this, and I actually started molding. But I got Kazuha and like the next two pulls, so I was like, oh hell yeah, I'll take it. So it's tough, lad. Like even if you guys watched me play Rise recently, I've gotten so many like rare parts just from casually playing and on like first hunts, first tries, without putting in like as much grind as someone usually would. I've gotten items that have like 1% drop rates. It's not even a streamer luck, dude. If I was off stream, I'm not even kidding. I have the same amount of luck, even more, possibly. Because off stream, since I'm not speaking as much, I don't have anything to jinx. I don't have anything to jinx, right? It's just that I jinx myself quite a lot on stream. Price killing rewards, yeah, that's like a different issue altogether as well. What's up, Vin? Welcome in. Like world, man, that's the thing, right? I'm not talking about like the how the mechanics work. I'm talking about like how things like this work when coming in, right? All right. So back to what I was talking about with Genshin and like why I mentioned Fantasy Star earlier as well. Currently, the entire player base, okay, not entire player base of Genshin, but a large number of people who play Genshin, they play it because it's not even for the game itself. They just like doing the wishes. So they all one want the game to be easier, or two, what do you say? Just have more rewards to do wishes, right? Which is why you have stuff going on for like bigger content creators who can actually like dump money in the game. But then you see people who are like trying to like play the game casually, and it just feels like another gacha game to them, right? And if they aren't used to gacha games already, they get pretty bored and they drop it in a few months. I'll see you, Connie. Right? So they drop it in like a few months. Uh, but you don't see like a lot of like long time players. I know so many people who have like been on and off on the game, but I've been playing like daily for way more than like what 1.5 years. Wait, how long has it been? 400, close to 500 days, maybe more. I don't know how many days it's been, but I haven't taken like a single day off of Genshin, right? And I don't stream it daily because I don't feel the need to stream it daily, especially when there's nothing to do in the game, and I don't want to bore myself out. And if I look bored on stream, you guys will obviously pick up on that because I look bored on stream regardless, because my face just looks the way it is, right? So if I'm not having fun, no one's having fun, right? Which is another reason I haven't been streaming Genshin, and I thought I just like sit on Monster Hunter Rise again because someone mentioned me that me whining is not something anyone wants to listen to. So like, why even whine in the first place? Why even play Genshin in the first place? Right. And to that, I keep saying, it's not that I hate the game. I hate the way the game is now, especially handled by the devs who evidently don't give a shit about like the pre-existing player base, right? And are only there for the majority who wants to do only wishing. So every once in a while they bring out a new character. At this point, I know for a fact it's going to be like a thing in every patch. We'll get at least one new character. We'll have a bunch of events, which will give the same amount of Primo Gems every single patch, with about 420, 300 to 420. What do you say, Primo Gems every single event? We'll have like three or four through the course of the patch. And then we'll have Abyss reset 3 times as well. That's about it. I know they're just making like Abyss like tankier and tankier because they're like scaling up all the characters, like bringing out more characters with like better scaling, right? So about a year down the line as well, if you look at Genshin, all the characters that you had now, if you took Kai, Kai, why would you raid this stream? Ah, feels bad, man. Man, this hurts. This hurts. Kai, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream went well. But I honestly don't know why you picked my stream to like raid, especially since this would probably be like the exact opposite of like what your stream would have been like. since I'm really just like giving out my thoughts and like how I feel about things at the moment with regards to like literally everything concerning Genshin as well, especially right now. Wait, where what was I talking about before rain? I don't remember. But yeah, thanks for the plug, Becca and Weeb. But yeah, welcome Raiders. Hope you've all been doing good. In all honesty, this stream is not going to be like that pleasant to sit through, so you can actually just click right off, right? Yeah, new characters. So we get a new character, which keeps people in like, oh, I can get this character, right? So I'll do wishes for this character. And then people like instantly waste their wishes without like even saving up. They're like, yo, I didn't get the character I wanted. What the hell? And then they get mad. And then they go to Twitter because all the mad people go to Twitter, right? I mean, obviously, that's just like the way the ball bounces sometimes. Yeah, so we're going to get new characters every patch. Is this the way that things are going to work now? We'll probably get like one new character and like one read-on character, or we'll get like one really busted read-on character, which it has like what do you say? Said it's been set in stone in like what do you say? Meta, right? I can't even like make the sentence for that. So we'll see characters like Kazuo. We'll see characters like Hu Tao drop in. Raiden is definitely going to drop in. Kokomi is coming soon. Again, I haven't looked at leaks. I don't care enough about them, so I just haven't looked at anything. Right? It's also pretty tiring keeping everything in mind, so I just haven't like looked at anything in general. Right? And the next time we get like a new region, which is most likely what do you say, Chasm, is going to be like what half a year from now, whenever they want to release Dendro. If not that, I do remember someone mentioned that Ankonomia they only released like part one, so there's a part two of it, but I'm not sure how that's going to work because I don't really think there's anything outside the map itself that exists. So I already explored all of Ankonomia as well. Like I've said, I have nothing to do in Genshin. I have nothing to do in Genshin because I've finished everything. I've 100% did everything. The only things in Genshin that I haven't done are the achievements. Like I haven't 100% the achievements, but I have no reason to do that either because I'm not an achievement hunter. I just want to play the game casually, and I have no plans on like dragging things out, milking the game more than it already is. I mean, has been like milked by me. Right, I have a bunch of hangout quests, obviously, which I haven't done, but I don't want to do those either because hangout quests are also pretty fucking boring. I did like one of the newer ones though. I had fun at Beatus one. I don't know how the Ningguang one is, but I do want to check that out. Maybe at some point, but I'm not going to stream until EI. I mean, I'm not going to stream like Genshin until like EI comes out. I'll probably on like Monster Hunter. And Sam also gifted like Tekken. So I'll try out Tekken. I want to try out the new Yu-Gi-Oh game as well. So there's that. I do know a lot of people don't want to hear me like rambling about Genshin because like thanks to my voice as well, it just sounds like very negative in general, right? Uh it just is the way it is. And the way like I look as well, the way my facial reactions are whenever I speak about like certain things are obviously what do you say, not in line with the way I feel, thanks to me being a schizophrenic and all that, right? So half of you won't even like actually know what I'm feeling at a certain moment unless like I explicitly state it out. But explicitly stating things makes things feel very crude. So I'm just not going to go down that route. Right. So once again, the reason I'm mad at Genshin and want to apologize for me shitting on the game and its community as much as I have been is because the game doesn't care about itself. The company does not care about the game as much as it did because at this point they've realized they can like milk the community with anything they put out. So every new character is going to get them money because they know the whales are going to do it. Everyone who's free to play won't ever spend money because they're so proud that they're free to play players that they will never spend money. So the game knows that. The game doesn't care about them either. It just wants to keep like the player attention on mobile as much as it can because if they're able to put out better looking characters with better looking animations, they will be able to get in way more money because there's a lot of people who will spend money on cosmetics. Like me, for example, right? Now I won't spend on Genshin itself, like for the characters like whaling wise. But if I see the cosmetics, I'm gonna get the cosmetics because I just like cosmetics. Right? They messed up a lot. Yeah. No, I just want to put it out there, which is why my what do you say stream is titled the way it is. A lot of people get mad about it. A lot of people won't watch me because they know I don't like Genshin like the way they do. But like if I ask them why they like Genshin, they don't have a solid answer. There's literally no solid answer for it. All they say is, "Oh, I like doing wishes. Oh, I like the story and characters." I like, man, there has been absolutely nothing story wise and character wise for a fucking year. I mean, I guess Ito, if you want to count it Ito, the Archon quest was like way more than like half a year ago. That's about it. Don't apologize for talking a game that you've gone through. Yeah, but the community is fairly large and is also really fucking dumb, apparently. Like, there are people I like and respect. There are a lot of people I know who are like normal. They have their ups and downs when it comes to the game as well. I'm talking about like the White Knights and the people who only ever like want to listen to good things about the game. Do you get what I'm saying? There are people who only ever want to hear good things about the game, and literally anything negative you say about it, people will get mad, right? Now, in a sense, I can understand because if someone like shit talks Hololive, I will probably like break their face, like rip their jaw out of their mouth, probably like just skewer them through their uvular. I don't know. I'll do something. I'll do something drastic, is all I'm going to say. But if they have a reason for it, so be it. If you don't have a reason for it, why? Who should talk Hololive? There are people, Sam. I'm not going to bring up names. I'm not going to bring up names, but let's just say that. All right, I won't take this turn right now. I'll get into it later if it gets brought up. Right. So Genshin, since it's mainly trying to target only the people who are wishing, all they're going to focus on is having like well-built characters. All they're going to focus on is well-built characters, and every once in a while they'll drop a new region because they know people will come in for the new region. Here's the thing: so many people, so many content creators don't even explore the new regions. There are people like me. I've seen people like Suki who do it as well, right? We explore everything. We basically finish the game. That's why I like Suki, right? Suki actually plays the game as opposed to like many other streamers I know who haven't even touched the game at all. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, how are you liking a game that you're not experiencing? You're just there. You're just what? Are you following views? Do you even like the game? Are you pretending to like the game? Isn't that worse than like hating the game itself? Isn't pretending worse than actually hating things? Right? Because man, I hate it when like people pretend. Right? It's why I keep saying, if you don't like me, say it to my face. I could not give less of a shit because I mean, if you don't like me, I probably haven't liked you either. It's just the way it is. If I like you, I'll say it to your face. I've mentioned it to like a lot of you guys, like a lot. I've mentioned it on like voice chat, to, like all the people I hang out with, a lot. If I like you guys, I'll let you guys know. You guys will know that I like you. If I don't like you, I'm gonna make it painfully fucking obvious, right? I don't like your RNG. What do you mean, Sam? What are you talking about? Burning slow, I would say. What do you mean? What do you mean, TF? What do you mean burning slow? Also, what do you mean, Sam? Oh, monster, don't worry. One day you'll get my RNG. So yeah, TF, like I said, I know the people who like me. I know the people who don't and who don't really care about me and are here just temporarily. Right? So much good stuff on Monster Hunter Rise. I mean, it just the way the ball bounces, Sam. Don't worry about it. Right. Wait, I forgot where I was. Yeah. No, I forgot. I actually forgot where I was. Painfully obviously hate. Alright, Becca. You can leave my chat now. I'll talk to you on like fucking DM later. Doing slow through content. Yeah. So like people like Suki can still play the game because he plays the game very different from me. Because he's played like other games where grinding is like required far more, right? Guild Wars 2 and all stuff like that. Games like TFT and all that as well, since he plays League. He's more used to like sitting through shit like this. He can actually sit through it. He can actually grind like he does, right? But when it comes to me, I can only play the game for as long as it has stuff to do in it. Once there's nothing to do in it, uh, I can basically like speedrun the entire game in like 10 minutes. And since I can speedrun the game in 10 minutes, I have no reason to stream it. Because why stream a game for 10 minutes? When instead I could be streaming it like a different game for hours. Monster Rise, for example, that I can like definitely stream for like 12 hours a day. Maybe I can do like a 24-hour stream for Monster Rise, but I don't really know if I can do it like at the moment, considering that my work's been pretty short as well. So that's also affecting my mental health quite a bit. So not here permanently. This is where you're at. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about back Sam? What the fuck is happening here? I never mind. So since I'm done with Genshin for the most part, and there's nothing coming out, like even event wise, I don't think it's like worth sitting through it. Because I finished like Lantern Night today. I finished it in 15 minutes while I was waiting for my meeting, which got delayed for by like an entire hour, I guess. But since I was able to, what do you say, finish the whole event, I was like, alright, there's nothing else to do in here. I'm confused. Alright, so Anthony, I'm just talking. It's just me talking about how I feel about things right now when they come to streaming, especially when it comes to like Genshin. Because there's nothing in Genshin, and every single time I whine about it, people have made comments on it saying that it's unwarranted or nobody wants to listen to it. So like, you know what? I'm making a stream specifically for this, where I'm not playing the game and it's just me whining. Or it's not me whining, it's more like me ranting. But yeah, that's all the stream is. Like I mentioned before, if you don't want to sit through it, click off. Because uh I mean in all honesty, it doesn't make too much of a difference. The people who want to be here will be here. The people who don't want to be here uh wouldn't want to be here regardless. So they're probably like they've probably already clicked off at this point. This is obviously going to feel like calling out a few people, and if you feel called out, well, feel called out because there's directed at you, right? So the people who are here anyway, you know this isn't like for you, right? You guys know who's here. I know who's regular. I know who's not. I don't mind like the non-regulars as well. It's always fun seeing people drop by. People who come like once in a blue moon and like say shit and act like they're much better people than they actually are. For stream Genshin for content, why speedrun it? Here's the thing. I can't play any game slowly. Uh I grew up with games playing them quickly. Even games like Pokemon, I played quickly. I finished the game and I could still play it for hours. That's just how good Pokemon was. That's just how good some games are. I finished the entirety of Nier in like what do you say under 2 days. Uh, and I'll still play it again. And I can probably do the same thing. I'll still play Nier like extremely quickly, and I can still play Nier because the game is just that good. Genshin feels like a burnout, right? In all honesty, the way everything is capped and the way everything is spaced as well makes it feel like it wants you on only at specific times for a certain amount of time, and not for you to play the game as casually as casual players would. There are people who spend hours on the game, but I can't do that. I spend hours on the game if there's something to do, but if there's nothing to do, I'll get very bored. Like for the most part, it's not like what do you say? Here's a Marco, welcome in. Also, thanks for the follow from earlier. Much loved. Wait, can you get a plug for Marco, by the way? Any of the mods? Marco's a Rise streamer. But Marco, this is probably like a very bad first stream for you, like a bad first stream experience, I guess. But it is what it is. I'm just like ranting. It's just a rant stream. Right. So, what the fuck? Where am I? Ours doing nothing. Yeah, ours doing nothing is kind of fucking troll despair, I guess. Right. It's why like when you play a game like Monster Hunter, right? I'm giving Monster as an example because I've been playing it like quite a lot recently, right? I mean, I've been playing like World like quite a lot as well. Like whenever I'm like not doing anything, you guys see me on World, and like now you see me on Rise like quite a lot, right? It's because even after you're done on the main story, there's still so much to do. You build new weapons, get new armor, you can get new skills, you can actually like learn speed on stuff and all that, which is like my pace. Like even if I'm not like top speed running, at the very least, either we have to wait for resin to cap because once you down the quest and commission spend your resin, yeah, exactly. So you have to wait for your resin to fill and all that shit, right? Which is really fucking dumb. No, it's one thing if you have like 2 or 3 resin to like refill, like even 5 or 6. But like if you're like completely out of resin and you need like 40 to make a condensed resin or like 40 to fight a boss, you have to wait for like a good what, like 8 hours? I don't know how much time. Probably like 5 hours. I don't know how much time it is. Right. And because the game wants you on at specific times, you can't entirely like stream unless you know how to milk content already. Only pay for the characters. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So I got into Genshin because of the open world, the characters, and the story. At this point, there is none of it left for me to do because I finished all of it already. And the open world story and characters in itself are supposed to be like a lot of content. Like look at Honkai. I played Honkai like for so long, and Honkai didn't even have an open world for like so long. I just played for like the characters and the gacha, and I had fun sitting through the story. And even the story was so short and fucking terrible back then. I still sat through it because there was still something fun to read. Right? Genshin has so much going on in its stories that mean absolutely fucking nothing. There's absolutely nothing going on in any of these story quests that it's just why? Why did you type all that shit for absolutely nothing? It's fucking useless. Right, I'll see you, Anthony. Right. I don't know. It's like they haven't even been trying recently. I'm sure everyone who's been playing since day one feels almost the same way as I do. And I know like a lot of like content creators as well don't really read the story anymore. Like the Archon quests are always good. You know they're always going to be good because if they're not good, no one is going to sit through the story. Right? If they know the story is going to be fucking drab and it's going to have like drab patches, no one is going to sit through it. So they have drab patches like literally everywhere else outside the Archon quest, which is what like literally all the events and side stories are. Right. I'm going to assume it's the same reason we have terrible character stories as well. I haven't seen like a good one in like a very long time. Like in all honesty, like I'm glad that they made Shanna's story quest the Archon quest technically. I don't Does she have like her own character quest? I don't think so, right? I don't think Shanna has her own. Uh but yeah. I was surprised that Hootao didn't get like a part two to her story, even though she came back, which is kind of odd. Like just like short and like the story, I'm like cool, dude. Like no character development, I guess. Like we literally know nothing about Hootao aside from her talking about herself, but people still like her like as much as I do, right? It's stuff like that. Like back when you first started the game and the game tried to like keep you playing versus now when the game knows you're going to keep playing it regardless and it doesn't care because even if you don't sit through it, someone else will, and not just someone else, a lot of other people will because there's like a very small number of people who will actually like quit over this, right? There's a lot of people who express like their concerns over it, but like that many people only like end up leaving only after they've completed like a large after they've gone through like a lot more bullshit, I guess I should say. Right. Alright, I'll see you later, Aster. So wait, where was I again? Ah, right. It feels like the game is not trying anymore, which is why I won't spend on it. On top of that, if I don't get, yeah, I'm quitting, right? Until Dendro, I guess, which is like a few months. A few months break should be fine. It shouldn't like hit as hard because I mean, if I'm not getting Yai, who am I going to wait for? I honestly don't care about like any character until like Sino comes out later, right? Like I know Nya wants like Lenny and Lena to come out. I don't even know what the name of the twins are, but Fontaine is like more than a year away, and I know Sino is gonna come in like Sumeru. Uh, so yeah, after yeah, it's definitely like just what Sino, right? So yeah, I'll pick it up when Sumeru comes, but we'll see. We'll have to see again. Um, for the most part, I do think the game could improve in like so many places if it chooses to listen to like the right people. But instead, I believe like the only reason it is going the way it is right now is because from a business standpoint, it makes far more sense for them to do what they're doing like right now, right? Uh, that being said, that meaning what are you saying? Trying to like market new characters to people. The games become nothing but wishing, sprinkled with a little story once every 2 to 3 patches if they felt like giving us good story. Otherwise, otherwise there's like nothing in it at the moment, right? Nothing with marketing. Yeah, it's very different from like how Honkai is being run though. Like if you open Honkai right now, you'll probably be spammed with a bunch of daily logins. You'll probably get like a returnee bonus. You get a free character. Probably get a lot of gems for free as well that have been sitting in a mail for weeks, months. If you're like someone who already played it, uh, you're gonna have like more to the story. You'll have a preview to the next chapter of the story, even if you haven't finished the story up till then. You'll have like 3 to 4 events running side by side, out of which two will probably be like web events. But yeah, it just goes on to show how different the teams running both games are, even though they're part of the same company, which is really weird. Like, why don't you work together? You're the same company. Make profits off each other, dumbasses. The fuck you guys doing? Aren't you guys like multi-million-dollar businesses? And here you guys are like pulling the dumbest shit out of your butt crack. What are you guys doing? It makes no sense. How a game that so many people enjoyed once upon a time is now enjoyed by like a different set of people for like entirely different reasons. And the only people who still enjoy it from the original crowd are the people who want to enjoy the game, right? Uh, I can't fit in that category. It goes without saying. I can use the same analogy here as well. Uh, when you go to a party, right? When you go to a party, you don't just go in there and just like fold your arms and stand like a fucking rod in the middle of the room. And like, oh, I'm here now. Let's have some, let's have some fun. I guess, or make me have fun. It's fucking boring. So you go in like that, you're obviously not gonna have fun, right? In a party, you're basically supposed to let the mood carry you. You can't let the mood carry you in a game like Genshin, obviously. Especially if you're fucking broke, right? Because you'll be like, oh, there's I can't wish because I don't have money. What am I gonna do now? Do I just like wait for it? Or sit through some random quest? And for someone who already has like a decent account, you can finish literally everything in seconds, minutes. But for someone who plays like someone who like I don't know, didn't eats monkey poop or something, you what do you say? You don't really do any of that. You just like sit for like a very long time, just I guess fighting a fucking hilly for like 5 minutes or something. And stuff like I don't know how some people play the game the way they do. They just do. I guess they enjoy it. But I do know that I know a lot of people play the game only because other people like it. The same goes with trends when it comes to like shows and movies as well, like music as well. People will like things that other people like, but not if they actually like it themselves. That's how trends pick up, right? But I've always been like, what are you saying, a non-conformist, part of being a schizophrenic, now aware of the identity, is that uh I won't conform in general. I'll always have my own take on things, whether it's wrong or not. And unless someone like gives me a good reason, otherwise, I won't budge. right? So if I have like a wrong opinion on something or like no opinion on something, and someone else says something else, and it makes sense to me, I'll listen to it. If it makes no sense to me, I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, right? Uh, and then what are you saying? Yeah, sometimes things are just like really fucking boring. But you know, a lot of people like it. You don't know why, but since so many people like it, so many more people start liking it, and that's what surprised me most about like Genshin, because when Genshin was at its peak, it wasn't as big as when it came down from its peak, and then it started growing again. But I won't even call it like a peak. Now it's just like a stable growth, I guess, for the platform, and more people are going to keep playing it because the community is getting bigger, which means there are more people who are going to play it. Uh, at this point, even from like a streamer's perspective, to be fair, I think a lot of people have also picked up on the fact that Genshin is a very good way to grow, Ryan. Genshin is obviously like a very good way to grow, a good way to get a community. But like, what happens once you stop playing Genshin? The community won't follow you. That community will not follow you unless that community is filled with like genuinely nice people and not people who just wanted to be there because quote unquote Genshin is cool, right? Uh, like look on mine for example. Do you remember when I came back from college this year? I was like, all right, let me sit with Genshin for like a bit because if I sit on Genshin for a bit, uh, I know people will come and watch me. By people, I don't mean new people. I mean the people I already knew because most of the people I knew were from Genshin communities, right? Most of you here are from Genshin communities or Genshin related communities. Which is why most of my giveaways as well are like Genshin specific. But like since then, I've just been like, all right, Genshin or like literally anything else off of Steam of a similar price. I don't mind getting it. That'll be the giveaway, is what I keep saying. All right. That being said, I have to post about a giveaway. I'll be doing it on Twitter later. Uh, so yeah, it's tough, lad, right? So I played Genshin, and while I played Genshin in the beginning, the people came in, people sat in, but eventually the same people like lost interest. Like the moment I jumped into Rise, half of not half, 2/3, maybe more of them like dipped. But I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I didn't care as much. My growth also stopped, right? My growth like went up for like a bit while I played Genshin, and then immediately after Genshin ended, my growth stopped. But that's not what I care about either. That's what I'm here to say, right? So a lot of streamers don't play Genshin because they like Genshin. They play it because they know it's good for growth. So they'll pretend as much as they have to just to prove that they like the game. I'm not saying everyone's like this. I'm not saying everyone's like this. I know a good number of people who love Genshin as much as they do, and they have every reason to. Because of the way they play, it makes sense for them to like it. I know a bunch of people who play it because the game is very casual for them to play, and they play it. They have fun playing it. They have a community which like comes back for them every single day, which they have fun with. That's their reason for streaming. That's their reason for playing Genshin. On top of that, but then uh, there's me, Ryan, who keeps switching between like a lot of games. I do know I sat on Genshin for like a bit. I'm probably going to sit on Monster Rise for like quite a while for now. Like at least until I hit like HR 100, which will probably happen like tomorrow. I'll be playing like a Rise daily, and even after 100, I'll probably be playing like Rise daily. Whether or not I do it on stream is like a different issue because obviously I do want to play like more games. I don't want to be bound to one, and I don't want to have like a community that's bound to one game as well. Because if you leave a certain category, everyone leaves along with you, right? You won't have like a lot of them like staying there. The retention does not exist. They leaves here. I did not interact too much during Rise because I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, we. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not calling any of you guys out. I know you guys are there. I know you guys are there. Like at this point, like we're all friends, right? That's why we're all here. I'm talking about I'm talking about the people who are here only for Genshin. They say they're here for me, and then they're not, right? It's what I mentioned about pretenders again. You can do whatever you want. If you don't mean what you're saying, don't fucking say it. Because I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it so much that it's not gonna be pleasant for anyone around, right? Pretenders are something I've I can't even say I've gotten used to. I'm just used to like being around them so much. It's the same thing that I can say about people from college as well. Everyone pretends like they like each other, but then deep down, everyone just wants to like step over everyone else to get what they want. Random rant. I just throwing that to the side. That's not to say that everyone from college that I know is a fucking dick. There are some people who I know are great. There are some people who have like kept in constant touch with me over the past 2 years because they know I go through shit like quite a lot. Like my brain is like possibly one of the worst places to exist. Like for like anyone, thanks to like everything that's been going on with one bipolar, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorders, randomly switching personalities whenever I feel like it. I guess. Oh wait, I already said that. Yeah, memory loss as well. I guess, but that more than memory loss and amnesia just like chalks down to schizophrenia and me not registering anything to my head. Right, very different reasons for everything, but they're all just there. And in all honesty, I can't do anything about it. I can't even take meds anymore like I did over a year ago. Because but I spoke about this in Chop Stream as well yesterday. But the reason I stopped taking meds is because my brain actually just like stops functioning. It just like runs on zero. I cannot process anything. I cannot form sentences. I don't know what's happening around me. I'll just be sitting there dumb as a brick. No thoughts in my head, which is I mean surprising obviously. I usually am like always filled with like thoughts in my head. But I'm surprised that it wasn't the way here with meds. That being said, I honestly could not like function with meds. So I had to stop them like in 3 months. Although I was recommended to take them for like 6 months. To an extent, like some of the issues have reduced, but it's still pretty bad for the most part. And it still affects me in what do you say, day to day life and will possibly affect me with work as well. One of the things I have gone out of my way was I used to be like a what do you say, a chronic liar, I guess. Pathological liar, is that the word for it? Uh, so, wait, I'll come back to this. Here was my problem against for like the 15 hours I played. Worst a game can do is bore me or make me feel dumb. Get into both. I'm the best gamer. I only play hardcore games, but there's nothing, no skill ceiling. I'm going to spend time on something. Or yeah, here there's no skill ceiling in Genshin. It's all RNG based. Uh, there's no skill ceiling in Genshin. You're only as good as RNG lets you be. And if you have good artifacts, you'll be on par with everyone who's been min maxing, which is not worth it at all. It makes no sense. Yeah, so pathological liars, Ryan. I used to lie like literally for everything. Growing up, that's all I did for the most part. Going through anything, my DMs are always open. Yeah, Sam, here's the thing. Talking about it won't help, like at all. It's why I talk about it randomly, and nothing can fix it for the most part unless I actually get like surgery for it. But knowing my parents, I won't be able to get in. Plus, it's not like I'm going to get anything done about it because at this point, I'm just trying to get used to it as much as possible. I'm living life the way I am with what I have because changing it in any shape or form drastically at this point, especially since I'm like 22 now, is going to hinder me like far more than like actually having these issues. Right? It's not shit like depression and anxiety. Man, like almost everyone has anxiety. Almost everyone has ADHD at this point. Like it's like normal at this point. No one takes it seriously. It was like, oh, I don't know the friend who has it. Like, cool, dude. I'm definitely not that friend, right? Fucking moron. Uh, it's tough line. So even if I talk about like any of the stuff, it's all going to sound like gibberish to like literally anyone who hasn't been through the same things, right? It's why whenever I am doing anything, I like having like a structure in front of me. Like even when it comes to streams, I want at least like a rough structure of what I want to do. So I set like a primary and a main goal for like everything. Like even when it came to work, I'm like, all right, maybe the work is going to give me structure. But the work did not give me structure. I had to structure myself according to what the fuck work was supposed to be. That or what do you say? When our work felt like actually being work, I always had to adjust it more, and there was never any plan, which is what is making everything worse right now. I mentioned this before. I obviously didn't feel the same way a few, what do you say, uh, weeks or months ago, because all of this started only because of work, I'll assume. Because before work, it's not like I gave that much of a shit, but I don't know. I obviously got fairly irritated with the way everything's being handled. And since I can't like actually talk about like work on stream because I don't know when they'll actually like watch my streams. I don't think they will ever because I don't think they care enough. Uh but yeah, that's work, right? I can't talk about it. I started whining about different things. And that's how I started whining about Genshin and why I'm having this stream right now. Because I said a lot of things and people did mention me that I've just been like shit on the game like far too much, like even on stream. Like so I can shit out the game, just not on my stream apparently at this point, which is fucking dumb. So I'm probably just gonna like shit talk like in just chatting streams then. It would make far more sense. Another reason I actually had to make the stream was because I know like a good amount in my community. Like, can I even call it my community? Is it like just people from different communities, right? I played Genshin. Maybe like a few of them are like out of Genshin, right? Like you see Hohi right now. Hohi plays like Apex and Final Fantasy and all that. But you see like a lot of other people who play like exclusively Genshin, right? They don't play other games. It's just Genshin. It's just Genshin they're used to. And yeah, that's about it, right? Fine, your community. I won't call it that again. Like, if I say my community, it'll apply to like a very small portion of my followers because I'm not even going to consider everyone a part of this community unless they actually want to be part of the community. And I mean, try to be a part of the community at the very least. It's very different, right? Because I'm sure, like, I'm not even saying that if you come from like a different place, you're not part of the community. The people who keep coming back for you are your community, right? More or less. Isn't that what it basically is? But like out of mine, what are the people who keep coming back? Just the people I speak to, right? Just the people I speak to, and like out of that, it's just you guys, right, who are in chat for the most part. Uh Alright, that being said, dude, Sam, somehow you're number 3 on the fucking leaderboard. Sam, you're somehow number 3 on the fucking leaderboard. I don't know how that happened, but you're like, what do you say? I think my top 3 viewers, like top 3 active members of the community at this point. Through Streamlabs, I mean. The Streamlabs leaderboard that was there. Like, I'm not going to use Streamlabs longer. I've set up OBS, so I'll probably use OBS from tomorrow. Yeah, you. So there's me, there's Misha, and then there's you, which is surprising. What's my rank? I think you're like a little lower now. I think you were there like higher, like before the reset. But I did like a reset basically. So now, if you guys want to see your points and shit, this is what I'm doing for. What do you say? This is what I'm doing for. What do you say? The next giveaway, by the way, it's not watch time. I mean, the watch time exists. Watch time exists, but use exclamation time. Use exclamation time, and so your watch time will always be the same. I'm not going to reset watch time. Yeah, I'm not going to reset watch time, but time is what I'm going to keep resetting from giveaway to giveaway. Right. Uh, Basically every 5 minutes you get 5 points, and whenever you're active in chat, I think you get like 30. I don't remember. I don't remember. Because obviously I want to reward those who are like more active, right? So the more active you are in chat, like if you're sending like chats like in those like 5 minute time spans and shit, you get more points. Sam, Sam, please tell me that doesn't gamble fucking Streamlabs. Sam, check your time again. I swear to God. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Next thing you know, Sam's like at the bottom again, like below all the lurkers. But all right, never mind. All right, so gamble is only for the stream elements one. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, no, no. I half banned Streamlabs is what do you say gambling. So I don't know if it like still works. So I just wanted to see. So since I turned it off, I'm basically using it as like time at the moment. This is what I'll use like in future giveaways and all that stuff, right? Alright. What else? Wait, what was I talking about before this? I have no idea what I was talking about before this. Do I want to scroll through the chat? Was I saying something like relevant? Was I saying something like, all right, community and stuff, right? Uh, so yeah, there are very few of you who keep coming back to watch me. Some of you watch me just because at this point we're friends. There's probably even fewer of you who actually enjoy like having me speak and say random bullshit. But that's about it. Everyone else is just there. I won't consider them community. Is all I'm going to say. Uh, like even the people in Discord for the most part, right? There are quite a lot of people in Discord. I won't consider 80% of them community. Probably like I probably won't even consider 90% of them community for the most part. It just I don't know. It just is the way it is. I guess. Obviously, slightly buttered about all this. Obviously, buttered about the daily unfollows. But at this point, man, if you're going to fucking unfollow me, just do it at this point. You can just get it all done with, right? Because if you're planning on unfollowing regardless, you know that I probably didn't care in the first place that you were even here, right? And you probably felt like no one cared about you being a part of this either. So what's the point of you being here in the first place? Just unfollow at this point, right? I mentioned this roughly an hour ago. Everyone I like knows I like them because you can see the reaction that I give when someone I like comes in stream, as opposed to someone uh I generally do not care about. Right? So when you see kids like Drifter, for example, who I'm going to call out right now and give his name, see names lad pop up in chat. The reaction I give when he pops up in chat is very different from the reactions I give whenever people like Sam or Ghostly pop up in my chat, right? Because I mean at this point, to be fair, it's why I removed like a lot of VIPs as well. I probably will remove even more because I'm going to make a VIP like a very exclusive thing from now on. That's one of the things I want to do moving forward. I'm going to remove a bunch more VIPs and I'm only going to give it to people who are like active. So like regardless of whether you're like a streamer friend or not, or like if I know you and I like you from somewhere else, uh, if you didn't bring anything, if it doesn't make sense to like keep you as VIP, I don't want you to be VIP because I mean to be fair, if you're not going to be here, it doesn't make sense. The badge is wasted on you, right? That plus like people are like extremely active in my community at this point, are like mods at this point anyway, right? You have like Weeb, you have TF, you have Nya, Becca's in there, but yeah, I will be making like changes of the sort. That being said, yeah, I've spoken about Genshin enough. I'm not going to stream Genshin until Yai comes out. And then day one of Yai, I'm going to stream Genshin for the first time in a while. And I'll summon for Yai. If I don't get her, I'm quitting Genshin until Lendro comes out. When does Lendro come out? Probably like half a year. 5 months? 6, I guess? I'm not sure. There though, just lurking I support. Mackie, I know you're always here, don't worry. I know you're here. That's why you're a VIP, dude. I know you're always here. But yeah, so I'm not playing Genshin. I know a bunch of you will stay. I know a lot of you will have issues with it because you guys only want to watch Genshin. I'm not talking about you guys. If you feel called out, I don't know why you feel called out. But if you are feeling called out and you have good reason to feel called out, yeah, it's just what I'm gonna do, right? Because I have no reason to play a game that I've completed and can't play more because the game doesn't let me. And since the game doesn't let me play more, I have no reason to like make myself play more of it because I'm not going to like sit for like hours on end doing like absolutely nothing. It's one thing if you have people to talk with. It's one thing if you have like a lot of people lurking, right? When you have a lot of people lurking in a chat not moving, it's not like you have like a lot to talk about in the first place. As opposed to a game where things are actually going on, I can always like comment on like what's going on in the game. Or like every once in a while you can get something gets brought up and you can talk about that. Right. It's very, very different. Related to you about the games going. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, right? So as much as people say, "Oh, don't care about the community, just play the game," man, I play games for the communities. What about it doesn't make sense to you? Why do you think I play MMOs? You think I play MMOs to play like a fucking loner? No, I'm not a girl who's 14, right? I want to like interact with people for the most part. I like meeting people and having good, what do you say, conversations. You like the FGC? I've seen FGC. I've seen like Kove's videos about it. I had fun. I know I like fighting games. I'm just not good at them. It's the only thing. Say the reason one should stream. Yeah, that's the whole reason I started streaming as well, right? I believe you'll enjoy LA Lost Ark. I mean, if I have people to play with, I'll obviously enjoy it. If I don't know anyone in it, I'm not gonna play alone. If I have people to play with, if I'm grinding with like a lot of people, I'll obviously have fun. It's why I had fun playing Fantasy Star as well. Even New Genesis for the most part. Even though there's nothing in the game at the moment, until I think the next week or next week. I'm not sure when the new patch is coming out with the new events, like the new urgent quest and all that shit, because they're releasing like a new side story and all that. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but I'm playing that because every once in a while you run into people you are familiar with. Because I've been playing on the same server since base, right? So I know a lot of people from base, and we just like play together and shit. But yeah, Lost Ark is gonna be free anyway. I know a lot of people won't like get into it because it's like a whole new game. They can't spend time in it. But man, it's not like I'm spending that much time on like many other games, right? So like Genshin, I can spend like 10 minutes. If I stretch shit out, probably like 30 minutes. If I speak shit while stretching shit out, probably like an hour. But I'll get very bored. I'll get very, very bored doing like absolutely nothing, hitting fucking wood, right? Monster Hunter, I can play for hours on end. There's always something to do in the game. Even after you're done with everything, you have all the armor. You can still keep doing stuff in the game. That's what I love about Monster Hunter, right? Fantasy Star as well. For the most part, it just looks very satisfying. I think the open world in Fantasy Star is much better than the open world in Genshin, but it's much smaller at the moment because there's only like two regions, right? But this is also the reason I was still thinking about making that NA account. I generally still enjoy the game because I'm way too slow at community games. I still have too much. The repetitive nature, the non-skill nature, lack of many different types of playstyle, almost all the whole point of the game building, being for spell levels makes me just nod it. Yeah. So that's what I mean, right? So like if you guys didn't know, I was gonna do this thing with Weeb where we are going to start like a NA account together because the ping would be fucking terrible for both of us, right? So what are you saying? I would have played with Weeb. We'd have had like a collab for like several streams on end where we just play with our NA accounts. Like for stream, like not entirely as like different accounts, but like just so whenever we run out of content, we have stuff like something to do separately, and we can have like our own challenges in between because Weeb's on Asia and I'm on EU, right? Stuff like that. Yeah, I remember Final Fantasy 14 so fondly because the entire community are in. So it's addicting. Yeah, it's fairly addicting. Fairly addicting. I have a new quality charge build for you for Charge Blade. Sure, insane. I'll probably like look up like builds on my own to be fair, because I'm slowly like I want to get into Switch Axe after I'm done with my final Insiglia build, right? So I'm slowly building Switch Axe and shit as well, like on the side. And then I'll probably try out like every other weapon in the game, like I mentioned, because every weapon in the game is fun, as opposed to like a game like Genshin. Again, I'm coming back to Genshin. Why? Because all right, let's look at Honkai again. Let's take Honkai as an example. I'd hunt Basil. Oh god. I mean, that's not too bad. Basil is pretty easy to beat. But yeah, all right, let's look at Honkai. Right, Honkai in the very beginning didn't have that many weapons. Honkai had like what? A sword, which is basically a katana. You had like twin pistols. You had a mech arm, I guess, and like great sword. Eventually, we got a cross. And then we got a scythe. I think there's a few more. I don't remember. But yeah, the scythe and the cross, they're all like really fun weapons in their own way because they're not all used the same way. Like none of them are used the same way. Like the initial characters with their what do you say? Their twin pistols and katanas all have generic attacks. But like over time, all the other characters that came in use the weapons very differently. And their attack speeds and everything are also like very, very different from each other. As opposed to what do you say? Genshin's characters, right? All of them are the exact same. There's slight attack speed differences which differ by like I guess fucking milliseconds, but that's about it. It's not like a fucking massive difference in characters, right? Like let me give even like Yai Sakura for example from Honkai, who I used to main, which is why I want like Yai in Genshin, right? When Yai's first thing came out, wait, what was the first thing? The Gyakushin Miko, I think. I think it came alongside her second battle suit as well. I'm not sure. The I'm not sure about her second outfit, but I know her Miko outfit came first, followed up by the Memento outfit. Gyakushin Miko, yeah, that's her original skin, her original battle suit, and then like Goshin Memento came like right after that, right? So those two battle suits in itself had like such a different way of like not just playstyles, the way they attacked as well felt very very different. And then when Flame Sakatama came like much later, it felt much more different. Keep in mind that Yai is also like an awakened form of like Raiden Mei, who was also a sword user, right? And even Mei's and Yai's, what are you saying? Attacks were like very different from each other's, right? And then even if you look at like Kiana and like her mom's, like what do you say, dual pistols, like playstyle, even that's like very very different from like each other's. And Genshin, everyone has like the same thing going on for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit, 1, 2, 3, 4 hit, random charge attack. If you want to charge attack, I guess. Use your E skill, use your burst. Your dodges don't mean shit because there is no skill ceiling, so no one cares if you have systems similar to perfect dodges or perfect counters, unless you're using Beidou. But there's no point in perfect countering at Beidou unless you're doing it for like bragging rights, because literally any other character can out DPS that in like a second. That's out right now at the moment. I mean, right? Uh, there's so much stuff. I won't say so much stuff wrong with the game because the game's been this way for a very long time. Genshin, I mean. Uh, in all honesty, they could bring in something similar to an event that not even an event that Honkai has like a thing that's part of it permanently now, because like a lot of people, including myself, have like spoken about this in like feedbacks and stuff. And on like group discussions where an event like this needs to be permanently like incorporated into the game. Now what the event basically is, it's basically Abyss, but it's not Abyss, right? You basically have one character, or maybe in Genshin it could be like a set of characters. Maybe even with one character it would be fine because it's not going to change like fucking drastically, right? It's going to be like very easy on the game load as well. Basically, that character receives buffs throughout the progression of like that arena, that abyss, basically. And every time you beat a boss, you either get like bonus points or like you just get like a clear reward. And you can use these to like either reroll skills or get more skills and stats for your character. So you get attack buffs, attack speed buffs, like an effect added to your skills. Stuff like that. For example, like having an extra attacks with every attack, stuff like that. That would be like really cool to see in a game like Genshin, right? Like like imagine finally running like solo characters in Genshin that you could have fun with, right? Like I like playing solo Zhongli for the most part, right? Think about it. Now Zhongli anyways attacks like really quickly, right? Now imagine like extra attack speed. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's what I keep saying, right? I keep giving out like suggestions. But like whenever I speak about stuff like this, it always sounds like I'm fucking ranting about the game being fucking garbage. Is what I've had on my mind for like a while. Right. Obviously, I want this game to be much better than it is. And I'm sure they can do it. Like I mentioned in the very beginning of the stream as well. The game, the company has libraries. Use them effectively. You don't have to copy paste shit. The concepts exist. Incorporate them into your game. If something has worked out as an event, add to the game. It's honestly not going to make a difference. Do you know how much Genshin already heats up on a phone? Like for me, it heats up so much. I can't play on my mobile anymore. I used to play on my mobile a lot, and apparently, like a lot of people play on the mobile at the moment. And if they don't have any issues, but I am, then that means they can probably like still play the game even with this stuff added. It's not like it's going to fucking break your game. It's not going to like completely change it. Like your rewards don't have to be fucking extravagant either. It's not like the Abyss's rewards are like scaling. The Abyss's rewards are still fucking dog shit. Even though the Abyss has been getting worse and worse. And like far more annoying than it has been. I mean it has gotten like easier in the middle. But like the current Abyss is fucking annoying. Because they clearly want you to use like specific like team comps, not like characters, but like team compositions to like beat the Abyss. Which is something I hate because I want to clear the game with characters I like more than characters I have to build, which I know a lot of people will agree with as well. They'd rather beat a game with characters they like than characters that they're forced to build, just because those characters are more better suited for these things, right? Same with Honker, right? So I don't have Harsher of Sentience, but I have Harsher of Thunder, and Harsher of Thunder is like 100% like my favorite character to play with in Honkai, especially because her charge attack is like really good. I mean, it looks really fancy, and like her dragon burst as well is like really cool, right? So overall, I just have like fun playing with just that character. I don't even use like QTE for the most part. I mean, I do use QTE bursts, but like those are all like support characters. So like I don't have to actually switch out of Ursula Thunder for the most part. I can just like use support skills from the side. That's just the way I play Honkai. And like the reason I don't play Honkai anymore is just because endgame is like very Vale centered. I'm sure everyone knows this. Past level 81, you actually need like Vale characters. You need like a good amount of either investment or like luck to like clear anything in endgame. And the only character I have that can like work in endgame is Herschel Thunder because I have all her stigmata. I have her weapon pre-armed and like herself at SS rank. That's just how lucky I was in Honkai. That's just how much the game has like given me for free from like logging in and logging out and randomly not being a part of what do you say the game, right? Like when you log off for like about a month or so and you come back, you get rewards. It's not like in Genshin. Like if I leave Genshin now and I come back in 3 months, I'm probably not gonna get jack shit. I'm probably not gonna get anything for like a while. Uh, a while? No, I'll probably never get anything. I'll be like, oh, welcome back, fucker. Is it a good time spent? I can spend 92 times tomorrow. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. Well, never mind. If someone else beats you to it, you can only use it like once tomorrow. But if someone else beats you to that as well, you can't use it tomorrow. Unlucky. But yeah, that was that. Uh, I guess I had like more to talk about, but like, how in the fuck did it already cross 2 hours? It was only supposed. I thought this would go on for like 30 minutes, and then I would just like end stream there. It went on for like 2 hours. The fuck. Also, what day is today? It's a fucking Monday. or shit. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's that. I was going to apologize in the beginning. I still will. If your butt hurt, well, I'm sorry. I also get the fuck out of my community because why the fuck are you here? Man, I'm gonna whine. This is my stream, right? This is the kind of this is the way I speak, right? If you have issues with it, cool, dude. I'm not gonna fix myself for you, you fucking dumb fuck. Man, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Right? I'll apologize for the necessary aspect of it. But if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. Like I said, get out, right? You probably aren't even watching the ward for the most part. If you are, well, cool. Now you have an extra reason to leave, right? I don't care enough at this point. That's all I'm going to say about it. I do think Genshin could be like a much better game, but like we need enough people, enough of the right people speaking about it to make the change like go better. But no one's actually saying anything about it because all anyone's doing is either trying to min max or trying to like be entertaining and not actually bring up issues. Because if you bring up issues, no one wants to listen to it. No one wants to listen to it. Especially if you're a bigger streamer, they'll be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And if you're a small streamer, oh like, oh, no one gives a fuck. Right? So there is all that. It's a fucking mess. Right? I have my own set of issues as well. I'll deal with them slowly because there's no way it gets resolved like simply, right? So if anything, maybe my mood will be off like every couple of days because my work is so fucking brain dead. Keeps making me want to use like certain words, which I probably may end up using the next few days because, well, fuck work, I guess. But yeah, this is like a very weird tangent now. But I'm most likely also going to do like a giveaway since we crossed like 500, right? Probably post it on Twitter or something. But like the first thing they'll see when they come in is this stream of mine where I just shit talk everything for 2 hours, close to 2.5 hours, I guess. Right? But you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. Regardless, we have about like less than a week for like the dono thing. I'm gonna end it like within a week. Like I'm gonna like tally up everything we have for the past month, right? So I can get something from my parents, Annie and Shin. Other funds for giveaway even you did one some time ago. All right. So here's the thing, we I'm not doing the giveaway immediately. I'm not doing the giveaway immediately, and it's going to be way after my what do you say? My parents' anniversary. It's going to be after my parents' anniversary. So I'll get whatever I can from my parents, and like obviously if I have something saved up, I'm not going to get some fucking dinky shit from my parents, right? I'll just get them something good in the middle. Right. I'm not doing it before the anniversary. That's the dumbest thing one could do. Right. So we'll do I'll do this. I'll tally up everything by the end of this week, I guess. This week? Early next week, I guess, is when I end the thing. I'll let you guys know how much we've saved up. So we can use that to get something. Maybe I'll have like another just static stream. We'll try like ordering something for them. Should be good. Uh but yeah. I'll do the giveaway like way after. I'll just like announce it tonight. I'll probably put a tweet on Twitter or something because Millie helped out with that as well, like last night. But I had to like stream to get it out of the way. But yeah, maybe I'll get back to like regular streams tomorrow. But like I said, I'm not going to play Genshin until yeah it comes out on stream. I mean, I'll be playing offline. You'll probably see me in like other streams if they want like co-op with me. But I'm not going to stream myself. I'm not going to stream like Genshin myself. I mean, so yeah, Monster Rise for the most part I'll be playing. We have Tekken 7 that Sam gifted us. So Tekken 7 as well. We may have like random scattered streams if Sam wants. Lost Ark when it comes out in 10 days. Lost Ark as well. I have no idea when Honkai Star Rail is coming out, but I will definitely get the game. Like 100% I'm getting Honkai Star Rail. It should it should be fun. New Genesis, I think I will stream the new event like once. I'll have one stream for that. But that's about it. Rage, it should be good. Lost Ark. I mean, listen, I'll mention this again, right? I'm gonna go into the game thinking that it's going to be fun. That's all my expectations are from it. Star Rail, yeah, it's. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be fun. I like turn-based games a lot. It's why I want to play like the new Pokemon game as well because it gives like a Final Fantasy kind of vibe, right? Kind of like Persona as well. So I really wanted to like play the new Pokemon game, but I don't have a fucking Switch. I mean, regardless, Star Rail isn't like that same kind of game. Star Rail feels more like a lot of heroes and what do you say, Saint Seiya, Seven Deadly Sins, and all those kinds of mobile games that exist. But, oh shit! That being said, man, have you guys seen the new Seven Deadly Sins? What do you say? The MMO that's coming out. It looks so cool. Where Persona 5 PC, man, I honestly thought it was there on PC. The other day, I found out that it wasn't there. I was like, what the fuck? Hello? Yeah. The Seven Deadly Sins open world looks fucking insane. I actually want to get it. I'm fairly certain it's going to beat Genshin only because all the characters are already known. Because the characters are already known, and it's basically Genshin with known characters, more people are going to get into it. Because these characters already have like well-defined stories, as opposed to Genshin where everything's being drip fed. So people who love lore, I guess people play it side by side. I guess that'll make far more sense. But yeah, that is my thoughts on it. I do think it may come close to Genshin. And it feels like a lot more fun playing within, like in that game. Like there's the magic that they use in the game. The combat itself looks so much better, and Genshin is just like shit lie. I saw the trailer. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I saw it last night. I was like, oh shit, pretty insane. I'm not sure if it's going to be like console only though. Let's see. Hydrate, Becca. I will hydrate after I end the stream because my bottle is in the fridge and I'm not stepping away. Right. But yeah, I'll stream again tomorrow. I just gave like a bunch of like future plans. I have no idea when Blue Protocol is coming out, but I do want to play Blue Protocol. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen at some point. Right. Um. What else? Yeah. No Genshin until yeah comes out. That's about it. It'll see me like a lot lesser on Twitch. For the most part, if I am like awake, I will be lurking in streams. But I spend so much time sleeping because of fucking work. Like, like I work, I just go to sleep. I wake up, I do like whatever I have left off work, and I go to sleep again. I just keep sleeping. It's just like a thing that happens. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So if anyone is a streamer in chat, and if you guys are wondering why I don't drop by streams as much or as I'm not as active, I'm either asleep, and two, I'm mostly not active just because I get very tired from typing. So yeah, I just don't do that as much anymore. I still on voice chats and stuff. So if anyone wants me on, can always get me on voice chats. Is all I'm saying. I'm not streaming because you're tired. Yep, chop. Welcome to stream. I was just talking about you earlier. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's much better to stream when not tired because no one actually wants to come and like watch someone be tired, right? For a while. The funniest thing is there's always like a good number of people are watching. Whenever I'm like talking rather than like playing a game. At this point, should I just become like a fucking just chatting streamer? Just like start fucking YouTube nights. I'll start it this weekend then. I'll actually start just chatting this weekend. Start all the time when I stream, people still come by. Chop, that's because you're an amazing person. Right? I I sound like a dick for the most part. Like, I mean, I guess at this point, since you guys know me, you guys won't feel it as much. But like, especially for like newcomers and stuff, like even newcomers, like even people who are like very infrequent, will all be like, all right, why is this guy so drowsy? Why is he so tired? Why is he so like pissed off? Why does he sound like this? Why does he sound so pessimistic and negative about everything? Why does he have to shit talk everything? Right? That's just the kind of things that happen. It is the way it is. I honestly can't like fix it for the most part. Like even if I think I'm doing something different, for the most part, it isn't even different. It's just like different in my head, but my body does it like its own thing. God bless schizophrenia. Why am I keep bringing it up? But yeah, that's all I want to bring up. I'll tweet about the giveaway in like a bit on Twitter. I gave my version of an apology to the Genshin fan base, I guess. And the reason why I think the game could be better, but is not like good at all at the moment, unless you enjoy talking to people. In which case, that's a very different reason. That's a very different reason for streaming and playing the game than like what I have. Right? Uh, yeah. I'm talking. I didn't talk about myself that much. I'll talk about myself some other time, I guess. I mean, if I feel like it. But I honestly don't want to like bring that down on like everyone else because like this stream has. I'm going to assume it's been like a big fucking downer for like a lot of people. Just because I don't know, it's been a very dampening stream for the most part. It just is the kind of stream that I wanted this to be. To be fair, it's been a while since I did this. The last time I did this was when I finished 100 days of streaming daily. But yeah, I'll stream again from tomorrow. I'll pick it up with Rise again. Right? Stop caring about viewer growth on Twitch. I have enough friends. I only have so much. Yeah, that's what I mentioned as well, right? So I wanted to put it out there as well. So all the people I talk to, all the people I like, all the people I like know I like them. All the people I don't like, I ask them to like fuck right off. That's all I'm going to do at this point. I have no reason to be nice to someone who I don't have to be nice to. I'm not going to fix that mentality either, right? But if I like someone, I'm going to make it like fucking obvious. Like at this point, everyone knows that I like them because I've said that I like them, right? That goes for like all of like you right now, like all the VIPs in chat right now, and like a few outside of the VIPs as well. But I can't give VIP to everyone anymore. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna like make changes to that. Right. You turned off raids and everything. That's interesting. That's interesting. I would like raids turned on just because I like listening to the Valstrack sound. So there is that. Wait, Suki, are you still not home? What the fuck? That's interesting. Alright. I only thought Suki would have started stream by now, but it's fine. People find Goomba, listen, you're not a VIP because you don't appear on my chat that much, but that does not mean I don't like you. Uh so like I said, I like people because I've interacted with them in others' chats as well. I like people from other people's chats as well. Even if they don't pop up in my own stream. Right? So even people like Cosmic, Chrome and all these guys who are like more usually there in like Suki stream. I like them a lot too. Right? I like them a lot too. They're just not here, so they're not VIPs here. I'm giving VIPs only to those who are like especially active in my chat, or I just like a lot. Which is why you see people like Suki and all having them. I'm on my way home. All right, take care, Suki. Don't crash on the side of the road like I do in GTA. But yeah, K Corner W. Oh god. Yo, Cosmic's here. What the fuck? Oh god. I didn't expect that. But what's up, Cosmic? But yeah, I'm gonna. I'm actually gonna call it here for now. Then I have no idea what else I want to bring up at the moment. But yeah, I'll stream again tomorrow. I'll announce the thingy on Twitter in like a bit. Do I even like fucking broadcast my Twitter here? Mod, someone do exclamation Twitter. I can't type. I'm fucking stupid. Also someone put like exclamation Discord. If you guys want to like see whenever I go live because I put roles in now. So if you guys actually don't want to see me live, then I guess there's really no point of being there in Discord. To be fair, because literally the only thing we do on Discord is like my pings and my pings for like other streamers. In like what do you say in the server? Because I mean at this point, even if I am looking at someone else's server, I know they're live from like my own server if they're in my server, which is like convenient for me, I guess. And I mean, I guess it's convenient for like a few other people as well. So there's that. But servers are dead these days. Yeah. A lot of people aren't like that fucking jobless and bored like during streams, right? I mean, these days, right? To be fair, I mean, college has also started for like a lot of people. There's that. Anyway, I'm gonna end on that note. I'm not gonna rate anyone or anything. I'm just gonna like call it a day here. I didn't expect to like sit here and talk for like 2 hours, 37 minutes. But yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. Not sure if it'll be like a very long stream, but at the very least, tomorrow's stream goal will be to hit. What do you say? Uh, HR 100 Monster Hunter Rise. Alright, this should be fun. We can actually fight like Valstrax on our own. And if I don't do it on my own, then I'll have Sam with me. But to be fair, I do want to like try a Valstrax solo. It should be fun. I did Teostra solo the other day. I honestly wanted to like stream it, but it's fine. It's fine. I agree. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll see you around. I know the stream was like a downer for like all of you, I guess, but I just do these every once in a while. I'm probably going to do it like more now because I'm most likely going to like be just chatting as well because I think I like just chatting streams like a lot more than like playing the game itself because I can actually like talk to everyone, right? More than like play the game itself. Maybe I'll have like music the next time if it's not like such a depressing stream like this one. But I didn't want like music on because I wanted the mood to just be like off, I guess. Solo Apex Arzuros, you can't. Yeah, I soloed Apex Arzuros. Apex Arzuros wasn't too bad. Well, every stream is to have fun and fart as quietly as possible without a mic picking up also. Chop, my goal should ideally be to have fun and then fart so people can hear it as well. Kind of like XQC, right? It should be fun, regardless. I mean, it's probably like easier to do it to the PNG model because you guys won't know whether I actually brought my ass up to the mic. Fart streamer people have hell now. Now I'm not doing it after you mentioned that. But yeah. We lose something. Man, I used to like burp quite a lot on stream. I try to fart louder. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's probably what I'll do as well. Sometimes we need Curry. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was feeling unwell the past few days, right? Chop, I think I spoke about this in your stream last night, but I don't want to go into like details and stuff. So there is that. Uh, yeah. I miss the burping days. Burp ASMR is no longer a thing. Maybe I'll bring it back sometime. But yeah, I was feeling unwell, right, the past few days, which is why I haven't streamed. But I'm slowly getting better. And the fact that I was able to like speak for this long without drinking water is also pretty good. Yeah, talk to me on Discord, man. I'm going through something similar. Sure. I don't mind. I don't mind. To be fair, it's like fucking. It's almost like 3 in the morning for me. Weeb, why in the fuck are you still awake, Weeb? Go to sleep. It's almost 3. Sam, why are you awake? It's almost 3. The fuck? I'm just looking for games to play with others. I'm in. Man, at this point, I just like interacting with people. It's why I sit on like Ghostly server quite a lot, right? Man, Becca or like mods, someone plug Ghostly again, and someone go join his Discord if you want to hang out with us as well, I guess. Because man, I love Ghostly, and I just what do you say, love his community as well. It's really good. I love hanging out with like all of them. Even when we're doing like fuck all, just like chilling there. It's just very calming. I like it. You can hop and call this any day. Yeah, I mean, I do right at this point. Like, I naturally just like sit in your server for calls and shit, right? This one we're just getting a current spreadsheet instead of games. True, true. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not rating anyone, like I mentioned. There's literally no point in like dragging you from one place to like another, especially when one I haven't been playing, two the stuff I've been talking about is be nothing similar. So there is that. I will, however, tell you where I will be sitting later tonight if I'm still awake. Because I mean, I'll just like go drink water after this because Becca didn't even hydrate. If I said something in a dumb accent, Becca, you always say things in a dumb accent. I'm awake. Why are you awake, Sam? I thought I would be done 2 hours ago, but here we are, right? So yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Wait, what was I going to say? Ah, Chad, remind me. My memory does not work. Wait a fucking second. Uh, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. Nice. I'm listening because I'm interested. I mean, Sam, I know you're there. Sam, I know you're there for like, what do you say, me or the games because I know you don't give a shit about Genshin, right? And if you're there through like Genshin streams, and like you're there even in Kai's, right? And you're there for like Kai stream like outside of Genshin as well. Like you're obviously there for like the streamer more than the game itself, which is what I kind of want to see here as well. Like at this point, growth isn't even like what I want, which is why I have like all goals removed from like my what do you say channel, right? You no longer see a follow goal anymore. Like I had it up to like 480, and I did one for 500 for fun. Uh, but the only reason it's turned off is because I don't want anyone to focus on it anymore because I don't care about it enough. I crossed like the milestone I wanted, which is like 420, and I don't need anything on top of that anymore. It's just annoying whenever people unfollow, but at this point, if like they do, I don't care enough. Like I've said, I don't care enough. You unfollow if I know you unfollow, I'm probably going to like ban you myself. I'll get someone to like what do you say, just like block you. One of my mods to ban you, I guess, because that's just the way I'm gonna run things on this channel now. Do I have a Dutch accent? Oh god. Where would you be if you're awake out of this? Oh, I'll probably be in like Suki stream. I'll probably be in Suki stream after this. If Suki goes live. Probably go live in like I'm gonna assume like 10 to 30 minutes. Right? Or at least I'll open a stream for like a while before like I go to sleep. That or I think Ducky's also going live in like half an hour, right? So allow Ducky's and like Suki's open. He will stream. I mean, he's on his way home, right? He will. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, I'll sit there for a while. I'll sit on stream for a while and then I'll go to sleep. It's not like I'm going to sleep like immediately. As I fucking turn off my stream and go to sleep like a what am I, a fucking robot? No, man. Man, I'm an engineering student who didn't even put in as much effort as like every other engineering student does. You know what that says about me? That I'm not a fucking sheep, right? So obviously, like, won't like work the way a regular human would. The saying, if you want to hop in a call, just chat. I mind. Yeah, I mean, Ghosty. That's why I like hop in whenever I see anyone on call, right? Get some sleep too, my guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna be up for a while. I just want to like have some background noise for a bit before like actually hopping off, right? I'm gonna shit about the gameplay book. Just stop by if I'm not dead. I was opening on the third flip, so I'll have less time for the spare. It's fine, Sam. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sam. Yeah, I know college is there for like a lot of people as well. I know work's also started up like a lot of people, which is why it's technically on my mind as well now. Yeah, Twitter's multiple teams is only jobs to make you care about your follower count. Smart people only write code and collect market research, now psychiatric degrees. I'm well aware. I think a lot of companies have this, right? I think you were talking about it yesterday as well, Chop. I think you were talking about it in your stream as well. I remember talking. I mean, you talking about all this, but I'm fairly certain, like literally everything has this. It's why I told you I almost never check my phone, and I get annoyed every single time because apparently now as part of my job, I'm supposed to have like a Facebook account as well as Quora and a few other apps. I'm like, dude, and what makes you think I use my phone or social media? I don't. Man, have you seen me on Instagram? I literally shitpost whenever I feel like it. I posted a picture of a dude holding like a glass of water with his hand in his underwear. Man, you think I actually use these effectively? Hell no. I don't want social media. I don't want to use my phone. I don't want to be like sitting in front of a screen all day. It's why I like sleep a lot as well. Because I had like a phase where I just like sat on Twitch all the time and I got like nothing done. But now I have to like get that balance, right? So I sleep whenever I don't want to be in front of a screen. And then I'm like, all right, I can like take some time off. I'll have streams in the background. I'll be doing something in the background, but I'll have streams open. So I feel like talking, I'll feel like talking. I'll chat read on the side all the time. So I'm always looking at chat from like even like different streams right now. Right? If anyone has millions of dollars being spent earlier, I'm aware. I'm well aware. But it's not like we can do anything about it, right? Like the max you can do is not look at it. And I do like that they gave us the option to like turn it all off. Like OBS, for example, OBS has the option where you don't even have to look at your view account or your follower number, right? If you go to your stream, what do you say, your creator dashboard on Twitch, you can just like turn off everything, right? The only what do you say? The only numbers I have turned on are my subscribers, sub points, my pre-rolls, my pre-roll ads being off, and like the amount of time the session has been up for, and my bitrate, I guess. But that's about it. Nothing else. I don't look at anything else. Because AdWords plugins to hide viewer count on the website. I guess that makes sense. There, I mean, I have frank phase, right? For the most part, what are you saying? It just glitches out, and the host button just like blocks the viewer count, so it's pretty funny. I do see follower numbers like quite a lot though, but at this point, I don't care. At this point, I don't care because some people have like a very small number of like followers, but a lot of people watching them. And a lot of people have like a massive number of people following them, but like nobody watching them. So I don't know what to say about that either. But I honestly don't want to concern myself with those issues anymore. Anybody's viewer or follower count in weeks. The only time when I get this information when some jackass jumps in the chat. So you have 69 viewers. Yeah. Sam. Why? Okay, dude. Okay, Sam. Well, you killed half my viewers again. Well, God bless that. And also, have fun, Sam. I'll see you tomorrow. Right. But yeah, I it's why one of my rules in chat is not to bring up like any numbers or comes up when it comes to these things. I mean, I have like a lot of rules. I'm deaf feels good, man. Feels good, man. But yeah, a lot of things are off now. I don't care about these as much anymore. In the very beginning, I did care because I wanted to get to affiliate. It took like a while, and for a while after that as well, I wanted to like grow. So I wanted to like keep seeing the number go up and down, kind of affecting me. It's the same reason why I'm making the switch to OBS as well, is because I don't want to look at these numbers anymore. Since I can effectively turn everything off, I don't have to worry about anything. I can just do what I'm doing. Usually, if people want to comment and talk, they comment and talk. They don't want to talk, they don't know how to talk. But I'm just gonna like ramble mindlessly like a fucking dingus if I feel like it. That's basically my plan moving forward. I'm gonna stream for fun, which was the mindset I had a few months ago, but I think it somewhat died when I went back to campus because my mindset it shifted quite a lot when I went back to campus, which is probably what kind of crippled my mood to stream when I came back for a bit. And that's probably why streaming has felt a little off for me since then. But I'm sure if I get back into that mindset of like not giving a shit, uh, I will like get back into the flow of things again. So yeah, once again, thanks to everyone who stopped by. I'm not gonna raid anyone, like I mentioned, right? But if I'm awake after this, alright, I'm definitely not playing Rise after this though, Sam. Actually, I may like hop on. I'll do like a hunt or two because I'm fucking addicted. I love the game so much. Uh, I may like do a hunt or two. Maybe I'll do it on my own if like no one's there. But yeah, you'll catch me in Suki's and Ducky's stream. I'm not sure who else is live, but someone is bound to be live. I'll probably drop by. Maybe Hoi's live as well. So that's why I keep like three tabs open because I mean it's always good to like support others, right? Which is what I do. All right, Jelly is live. Yeah, I'll probably on Jelly's now, but I'm not raiding Jelly. I'm not gonna raid Jelly. I'll just like hop in chat and say hi. Jelly's probably gonna ask me to go to sleep anyway because he knows what time it is. Yeah. So yeah, once again, everyone, thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll have stream like much earlier. I know I started my stream at like midnight for myself, but that's because I was waiting for like my parents to go to sleep because I don't want them to like listen to all the shit I've been talking about, especially about like my issues. Because my dad knows about it. My dad doesn't give a shit about it, but I know my mom gets like very sensitive about these kinds of things. So I don't want to bring it up, like especially when I know she's awake. Right? One more non day for tomorrow. Sure, Sam. Sure. But yeah, once again, let me actually like wrap this up once again. You know what? I'll actually like tweet right now. I'll actually tweet right now after ending the stream. And what do you say? One more week before I end the dono thing, so I can get something from my parents. The next week, like right after I end it, we'll try figuring out what we can get from my parents. That should be fun as well. In a few days, Korea, speaking from experience, your audience will be here in your back. Yeah, that's why I was like, I haven't streamed like when I was sick and stuff, right? But I do want to like stream Rise. If I still feel burnt out tomorrow, I will definitely take like a few days off. But I do want to stream until like the week before my parents signing at least. Because I want to see how things go. Right? And I mean as much as I make this not about money, I do want to see if anyone sends in anything before then. Like before the end of this week. Because I think we have like a decent amount already from like your your cheers, base cheers, a bunch of resubs. But I guess that's good enough to get like a few things from my parents. But I'll see how things go by till the end of the week. After that, I guess I can like take a break and I'll get back to like streaming after that. Like I mentioned again, because I don't want to feel burnout, I'll be playing games that I will have fun with and that I don't have to feel compelled to like do something in it. Like I don't have to like make the content if the game itself is fun, right? Monster Hunter, for example, that I can enjoy. Oh shit! That being said, I do want to play Near Automata again. We've shared his Steam library with me, so I can play Near Automata. I do want to do it like on stream. I'm not sure when I want to do it, but I'll do it at some point. Of all that follow count shit, it's toxic. Can't get triggered if it doesn't render. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Turning off like all my numbers. Like I said, the only numbers I can see now, like the only reason I'm looking at like a follow count now, I mean not follow count now, the viewer count and shit now is because what do you say? Streamlabs, right? And Streamlabs OBS has like a viewer count in front of you. You have to download extensions to remove it. I'm using OBS from tomorrow, so I don't have to deal with it anymore. I won't be looking at numbers anymore because I don't care enough. I'm not looking for growth anymore. I just want to chill. And people who want to like vibe, have fun, or even just like support me in any small way possible, just by like chilling and vibing with me, so I won't feel lonely. Can like drop by. That's all it is. Fuck Streamlabs trying kind of yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know why they did that. Which is why I spent like all of yesterday. I took help from Mogs and Rach, and I set up OBS. I just started to like fix all the scenes because all the resolutions are like really weird. But yeah. And I was stats on my Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, it's never mind for whatever reason. But I'm not going to use Streamlabs anymore. I'm uninstalling this. Also, I think OBS technically will be like much better on my laptop than having Streamlabs. So yeah, Mogs helped you. Yeah, Mogs and Rach are together. They're together in like they're together in their like fucking secret dating room. They just dragged me in. I'm like, excuse me, this make me uncomfortable. But I mean, yeah. So they both helped together. So it's pretty cool. Right now, as a plugin to launch a player for the stream, you can technically watch the video corner and see only chat, not a sub. But yeah, yeah. That's why I watch out of Chatterino as well, right? But the chats I don't have in Chatterino, I have them open on like Twitch. Because some streams I don't like really care about the chats as much, so I don't have them in Chatterino. But yeah. Okay, Mr. Corey, thank you so much for dropping by, Queen. I'll see you around. I'm not sure if you're there earlier when I was talking about you. But yeah, as much she hasn't replied to me yet. Oh, don't worry about don't follow me now as well. They haven't responded to me since. But yeah, OBS Studio is definitely better. Yeah, yeah. I'll use it. I'll definitely use it. So yeah. Uh, I'll appreciate if you guys like just retweet and shit my tweet around like later, like the giveaway one that I'm doing. Uh, yeah, I'll stream again tomorrow. Yeah, I hope you guys drop by again tomorrow. I hope to see you guys again. And thanks so much for listening to me rant about being a bitch, I guess, for like the last 2.5 hours, close to three. Oh fuck, 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. Jesus Christ. But yeah, take care, Corey. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And everyone who's living in India right now, go to sleep because I'll go to sleep in a while as well. So yeah, everyone take care. Hope you have a great rest of your days, nights, everything. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.